Throat Punch Thursday. This is Brittany freaking Chavez, and I am so glad to be back with you guys again today for more intuitive readings. If you are catching this video on the replay, be sure to stick around. I add chapters to all of these videos, so if you are searching for advice or you're searching for answers, check the chapters. See if maybe I've answered a question that resonates with you. Otherwise, buckle in. All of these messages are going to be really good advice. Advice for balance, advice for living an intentional life, and advice for moving forward in authenticity and in power. So thanks again for watching, and here we go. Just like always, I love to start the night off by doing a general reading just to kind of gauge the energy, just to kind of, put us in the place of what we've been doing this week, So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And tonight, I am going to be reading from the Nahualli Oracle deck. Oh man, you guys, I don't think I put in my good microphone. Oh, dang it. Okay, that's okay. I'm going to plug in my microphone really quick, and you guys just chat to me in the live chat. How about that? Just let me know, like, how has this week been going for you? Are you happy with this week? Has it been challenging? How has your energy level been? Talk to me. I want it really quick before we get into the readings, right? I posted a new video today, and it is about the Tricania that we are in. And that is, of course, a 13-day period in the Sacred Tonal Nahualli calendar. And hopefully this microphone actually works because I plugged it in late. We are entering a new Tricania. It's the Coatl Snake Tricania. And that means for the next 13 days, we have to be brutally honest with ourselves and with other people. And that's going to lead us on the path of balance. And if you'd like more information about that, make sure to check out that video that I posted after you finish watching this stream. But if you are jumping in on the comments or jumping in on this stream, feel free to comment. And I'd love to get you a reading. I'm going to go ahead and pull us a general card reading, just again to talk about the energy, the things that we've all been experiencing. Very good. So the energy that surrounds us all is Xochitl the rabbit. And of course, the rabbit is this energy of divine feminine power and wisdom, and also of nurture and of rest. So this could be a really good omen for us to just rest, to just be okay with the energy that we're experiencing now. We had a really wild new moon on Tuesday. Has anybody else felt that energy, that surge of new creation and new life and new beginning? I really feel like sometimes when you feel those surges, it's time to act. And other times when you feel those surges, it's just time to relax and to rest and to just sit in that energy and to see how it changes you. And our clarity card that moves us forward, all of us, this is a general reading, is the Lord of Princess. So this means that that this energy that we're all experiencing right now, especially with this new Tricania, especially with the new moon, this all is energy that moves us forward. It's energy that speaks to a long time coming, right? So those of you in the past Tricanias and the past energy cycles who have, worked together, who have been cooperative, who have really, put your manifestations into motion, you are going to be able to reap the reward and receive benefits now. But those of you who didn't prepare for this time, for this energy, for this motion, you might have to learn a few more lessons. So be aware of that. Be aware of that. Okay. So, oh, wow. A lot of people commented. Be kind to me, okay? I take a long time to do these card readings because I want to connect with your specific energy and I want to give you a really good reading. So if you comment as of right now, I will read for you. Just stick on the stream and give me a minute. But the first person we're going to read for tonight is Latasha. She says, hello, I would like a card drawn and I'm feeling all over the place. Okay, so let's see. Let's just ask what would bring Latasha more balance? And I'm going to go ahead and pull 2 cards for you. And again, this is my Nahualli animal deck, and I just love this deck so much. I love it. Okay, Latasha. So your first card, the energy that surrounds you, it's actually the same card that we pulled for our general reading. So you got the rabbit, and the rabbit, you see, they're kind of, they're inside of the moon. They're inside of the moon because the moon is holding them almost like a womb. It's like regenerating them and nurturing them. And if you ask, I'm all over the place, what should I do? What's my guidance right now? The answer is you need to chill, okay? You need to rest. And I mean really fruitfully, so much authenticity and power and alignment sent toward that word, rest. Do not feel guilty. about your rest. Hang on, I'm going to adjust my mic one more time. There we go. But do not feel guilty about your rest. Do not feel guilty for taking a break. Don't feel guilty for taking a nap. Don't feel guilty for allowing your body to get that rest and that respite that you need. A lot of times, if you feel like you're overwhelmed or you feel like you're all over the place, it's because your needs aren't being met. And sometimes we do go through busy seasons in life. That's okay. We all do that. We all go through, time periods where self-care is either impossible or it's really hard to do. But make sure that you don't lose yourself in the busy times. Make sure that you're able to come back into balance. And so this card says you need rest. You need rest. The weekend is coming up. If you're not working, just rest. Don't do anything. Leave your house dirty. Don't cook. Maybe order in. Get some cheap food. Aldi's has these pizzas that are $2.50. Those frozen pizzas feed my kids more often than I care to admit. I can get 2 of them. It's $5, man. Go get yourself some frozen pizzas. Get yourself a cheap bottle of wine if you drink. If not, just sit, enjoy, relax. And your clarity card that moves you forward is the Jaguar. So Latasha, what I strongly feel right now is not only do you need rest, but what you also need is to tune into your magical side. And I think that sometimes when you try to tune into something and you have a lot of resistance there, or you are feeling overwhelmed, it's almost impossible to connect. Have you felt like that recently? If so, that's okay. The answer here is the more that you rest, the more that you'll become spiritually aware. And maybe your spiritual path will begin to reveal itself a little bit more, or things will start to move a little bit more as you rest. But the answer right now is rest is productive. Don't worry about all the other things that you need to get done. Take some time for yourself. And I hope that's helpful. Pinky Lee says, hello. Hi, Pinky. I will get you a message. And then Empress commented. So I'll go and read for Pinky, Empress, Brittany, and Darla. And I'm going to go in line, like I said, and just be kind with me, because it does take me a minute to get through the readings, because I try to give really good readings. If you are catching this stream on live or replay, it doesn't matter, hit that thumbs up button, hit subscribe. That really helps my channel. It really helps me with the algorithms, helps more people see these feeds, and I really appreciate it. So Pinky, we're going to go ahead and pull 2 cards for you. And so the card that you got, this is funny. So I just said at the beginning of the video, we're entering this new energy period, and it's Coatl, it's a snake. And so your energy, your alignment, what is around you right now is the snake, is the serpent. Okay. And so what that means is you're being asked right now to be really, really so brutally honest with yourself. Okay. And to stop judging other people. Sometimes we have like negative thought patterns, or we're really hypercritical of ourselves or of other people because we are distracting ourselves from the really important work that we must do. So to distract ourselves, we say things that we don't mean, or we are hypercritical of other people. So this is a really important time for you to lean into this snake trichania, lean into this time period of the snake as an animal, as a guide, and be very honest with yourself. Be very honest. And so what I mean by that is, do you think you're better than what you are? I think most of us do. I do. I think I'm better than what I really am sometimes. It's okay. It's a fault. I'm working on it. But I think sometimes we think we're better than other people, and that's why we criticize other people, or that's why we can't find that energy and alignment to just let stuff go. I find a lot of times, especially when I was younger, I would just complain about stuff just to complain. Sometimes I still do that, but that's not a really good place to put your energy. You only have so much focus, energy, attention, awareness every single day. So make sure that you're putting that focus and attention towards things that are really important to you. Like if you have the urge to criticize yourself or to criticize someone else, like really think about, like, is this helping me? Is this helping another person? And if it's not, then just move on. And your clarity card, the energy that moves you forward, is again the rabbit. So this card is coming up quite a bit, and I feel like there is some sort of maybe connection, because I've done 3 readings tonight, and all 3 readings have pulled this rabbit card. So that means to me that there is a collective energy shift right now that's asking you to get more rest. Maybe everybody watching the stream, maybe you're being asked to get more rest. Remember, we have been through a lot in this past year. We have been through a lot in our lives. You need to rest. You have to rest. And a lot of times when you rest, you can get rid of some of those thought patterns. You can get rid of some of those, behaviors that you find problematic in yourself. And it can really help you move forward. And like I said in the previous reading, just like illuminate your spiritual path. It can really give you a lot when you make sure that your needs are met, and when you make sure that you are well rested. So think about that, Pinky. Think about ways that you can be better rested, more ways that you can get your needs met, so that you can be kinder to yourself, because it is really hard to be kind to yourself. It is really hard to work on projects. It is really hard to be kind to other people if your needs are not met. So make sure that you are are almost militant about your needs, and especially in the next coming about week. And take time to rest. Take time to rest and be thinking about how you're spending your energy and your focus. And I hope that was helpful, Pinky. Empress, we're going to go ahead and read for you and then Brittany. Okay, Empress. I got one card. And here's another. Oh, very cool. So Empress, right off the bat, I don't know you. I don't think that you have ever tuned into my streams. I don't know that I've done a reading, maybe once before. But this is a really important message. Both of these cards are in very close alignment and in energy. And these cards are asking you to get serious, okay? And there's nothing bad. This isn't a bad message. But the first card, the energy that surrounds you, is the Jaguar, okay? And so the Jaguar, especially when it presents in this position, is asking you to be serious about your magic. Stop treating this like it's a game. Stop treating your spirituality in your life like it's a game. It's not. You are so powerful. You are such a powerful creator. And so that is the message that I have to give to you tonight. And I hope that you're still on the stream and listening to this. But the Jaguar is a message to step into your own power, to step into your own magic and your own potential. And that is so hard to do if you feel like most of your life things have just happened to you. So make sure that you understand with very clear cognizance that you are magical and that you have such a power, such an intention, such an ability about you. This very well could be a symbol of a deeper awakening for yourself. Maybe you're about to fall into a spiritual rabbit hole, or things will really open up for you spiritually. But your clarity card, the message that moves you forward, is the Raven. Okay, and so again, this is another card that speaks to magic. The theme in both of these cards is magic. This is again asking you very dearly, make a connection with spirit, make a connection with your spiritual side, and get really focused. And if you're having trouble, if maybe you don't know, you don't have a lot of direction, or you're just looking for a place to start with spirituality, I highly recommend journaling, highly. Whenever you have dreams, whenever you have weird spiritual experiences, whenever you have feelings or intuition, write that down. What you focus on in life expands. So if you focus your energy and intention on your spirituality, on your intuition, those things are going to, grow for you. Those are going to grow exponentially the more that you pay attention to them. So my message for you today is pay deeply attention to that spiritual side of yourself. And that will help you. That will help you find more peace. It will help you find more balance as a person, as an individual. I don't think that everybody is meant to be magical. I don't think that everybody is supposed to be pagan or alternative or whatever you say. I think that a lot of people can go through life as atheists or without any kind of belief system, or even with an organized religion belief system, and they can be just fine. But there's other people, and they're attuned to magic. And to be authentic, you have to lean into magic. No matter what other belief system you follow, you have to lean into that magic. And you are one of those people. So you're being called right now to make that connection with spirit. And hopefully as spirit calls, you answer. And I hope that's helpful. And we're going to move on now. Oh, Pinky Lee, you're so cute. Pinky said to be kind to your reader. That's absolutely right. Don't get hasty. If you comment, I will read for you. If you're watching this live stream, please comment and I will get you a reading. So far, everybody who commented, I will get to you. Just be gentle, be kind with me, because it takes me a minute. But we'll go ahead. We'll read for Darla now. Hi, Darla. I hope you're doing well. And then we will read for April. Okay. Okay, Darla. Oh, Darla. Okay, this is a pretty serious message for you as well. And again, this is not super fair because I do know you. So, but you got the rabbit. Again, this rabbit card comes up, and this is a recurring theme in all of these readings. Okay, rabbit keeps coming up. This means that you need to rest. But I'm going to tell you right now, clarity card, energy that moves you forward, is the deer. Okay, we've talked about the deer a lot. We've talked about the symbolism of the deer. The deer means deep healing. The deer means that you are to get a message. Okay, so if I was you, and take everything I say with a grain of salt, take what you like, take what resonates, and leave what doesn't. But this card is associated with the moon, especially the full moon. The rabbit card is. I would say start planning a ceremony now. To receive a message, to receive healing, to receive an elevated consciousness, to receive a higher level of energy and understanding. Make a ceremony, plan that ceremony, plan it for the full moon. Go out into the woods and do the ceremony, and you will feel an energy shift. I know it. I know it. The work that you do is very good, and it's very important. And Yes, that's what you need to know. It is time. It is time for a ceremony. It is time for you to move things. And you might feel more resonance, more connection, more energy if you do that ceremony with the moon. Okay. But this is, again, it speaks to the energy that surrounds you. Okay. And the energy that surrounds you right now is very highly spiritual. It's especially a message, an energy of spiritual messages. So there is something, a life sustaining message, something that will literally change your life, whether that's about work or your life path or just what you're doing with your life. But it's serious now. It's real serious. It's been serious for a while, but it's super serious. So I hope my super serious message helped. Okay, April. April says, I'd love to get a reading. I'm heading into some social isolation and would love some guidance. Ooh. Okay, so social isolation could be bad if you don't want that, but it could be really good and really relaxing if you do want that. So hopefully it's a good thing. We'll see, right? I'm going to pull some cards for you and we'll see. We'll see what's going on. Okay, so your energy that surrounds you is the toad. Remember, the toad is about like tricks and changes. So what I would say is I would expect for this weekend to either go or to start off a little bumpy with a lot of things that you don't expect, or maybe just one big thing that you don't expect. But overall, I don't feel like this is a bad thing. I feel like this isolation, this trip, whatever you're doing, this is going to be a little bit good for you. But expect some bumps in the road along the way, or some, energy that's a little bit wavy or bumpy. Just be open to that. Be open to the flow of time. Be open to the passage of your experience, and be in tune with yourself, especially present if you can. One of my favorite ways to keep presence, to keep intention, is to breathe. We are all breathing all the time. Whenever you think of your breath, especially this weekend, just like think about your spirit, think about your person, think about, how you feel, think about the chair beneath you, think about your feet on the ground, think about how you can authentically embody your presence. And I think that presence and that awareness, that will help you a lot. On Patreon, we have talked a lot recently about mental and emotional sobriety, especially. So not sobriety like, oh, I don't do drugs, but like sobriety in your emotions, so that you don't get out of control with yourself or overreact. And I think that being mindful is a way to do that. It's a really good way to stay mentally and emotionally sober, so you don't overreact or say things that maybe you don't mean in the time, or make harsh actions and things like that. So practice that mental and emotional sobriety. And like I said, breathing is very easy for me. That's something I'm always breathing. When I remember, I'm like, oh, I'm in my body, and I ground in that moment. The energy that moves you forward is the hawk. Okay. So again, the hawk is swift spiritual messages. So you're telling me you're going into isolation this weekend. That makes me feel like you're going to get a message, like a really important message. And I have a feeling that it'll be good. And it might even be a resolution to the toad card, to that kind of energy that is a little wavy and bumpy. So hold on to your hats, and keep an open mind. Keep an open mind in your experience for whatever it is that you're doing this weekend. Latasha commented and said, I definitely need to rest. I got into a car accident and just found out I'm pregnant. Come on, Latasha, no more car accidents. I'm going to send you blessings and good energy, and I will light a candle for you when I get done with the stream. I feel like that's really important, and I'm led to do that. So Latasha, rest easy. And if you're sore, maybe take an Epsom salt bath. Just chill, put your feet up, and good luck. Okay, so we're going to read for OKCMomma now, and then Finch commented, and then Shahtaj comment, and we will read for Shahtaj after that. Okay, so OKCMomma, we're going to pull 2 cards for you, and we'll see what's going on. Oh, very good, very good. Okay, this is a warning. This is a warning. So you have a very clear message right now, OKCMomma. Okay, you got, for the clarity card, the energy that moves you forward card, what surrounds you right now? You got chalk. Right? And chalk is the god of rain, the god of fertilization, the god of making things grow. Okay. So when chalk comes up, especially in this position, the energy that is circulating, the energy that surrounds you, the energy that surrounds your family, this is really like heavily, strongly asking you, what is important in your life? What is important and what is not important? And what are you continuing, like all the time, every single day, every single week, every time you get up? What are you feeding? What are you giving energy to that does not feed you? This is a really
serious message, a really serious message to trim the fat, if you will, off of your life, okay, and to get in a really good alignment and a focused alignment of the things that you are really looking for, the things that really feed you, the things that really help you feel safer and more connected to your family. Feed those things, and don't be afraid to cut ties and to say goodbye to other things. And that's really a serious message. And your clarity card, the energy that moves you forward, is the rattlesnake. Remember, the rattlesnake is like this guy. He looks like he's like choking himself with a rope or something. There's a snake behind him ready to eat him. The rattlesnake is bad news. It usually means that something's about to happen. And so what I would say is maybe you're reaching like a boiling point with some of the things that are going on in your life. And if you don't make that designation to figure out the things that are really important for you, your life is going to move in a way where it will show you. And it might not be the most pleasant energy. So be aware of that. You know, you have the opportunity always to change things in your life and to get the message. And sometimes you don't, and then energy shifts and then you get it. So you have an opportunity here to reflect and to think about things in a different way and think about what really feeds you. But that's important right now. Don't be feeding things that do not feed you. You have to make sure right now that your relationships are harmonious, and especially that they are like cyclical, like does that make sense? Like you give energy and you get energy, and it's almost like inhale and exhale with your interactions and your energies. Make sure that everything is inhale, exhale, and it's not inhale, 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 and you never get that exhale. Make sure that you have give and take. But that's really important. It's really important. Oh, Finch says, sorry, I'm late. You are so fine. If you would like a reading, Finch, just comment and tell me, yeah, I'd like a reading. If not, that's cool. But we will read for Shahtaj now. Thanks for joining. I don't remember your name. I think that you are new to the stream. So thank you. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. And we'll go ahead and shuffle and pull some cards for you. Okay, Shahtaj, you are experiencing right now a karmic cycle, okay? So right now, you are experiencing something and it's like, oh man, this always happens. I always get into this type of situation and it always happens. So I see this a lot with like family conflicts. I also see it a lot with money trouble or with just trouble in general, where people like continually find themselves in a problem or in the same type of problem over and over and over again. And they just keep repeating that. And they end up thinking like, why does this always happen to me? Why does the universe always give me these bad luck or whatever? And the answer here is this is a karmic cycle. This is a cycle that you've been repeating for a long time. If you believe in past lives, maybe even you've been repeating these in past lives. If you believe that you're connected to the ancestors, which we are, maybe this is a pattern that your ancestors have even been repeating, a pattern that you were literally born and raised in. And it is up to you to break this pattern. And you don't have to. You don't have to. There's always a choice. So if you decide not to break this pattern, not to look deeply at these things that are repeating in your life and figure out where you stand as a cooperative component in these negative things that are occurring to you, then it will keep repeating. It will keep repeating. Whoa, these last two readings have been super heavy. But I have good news for you, Shahtaj. The energy that moves you forward, your clarity card, is the Lord of Princes. And so this is a message of vindication, right? This is a message of what goes around comes around. And it seems to me that getting this card second means that you are really working hard to end this karmic cycle, this thing that keeps repeating in your life. And so that's really good. I wish you good energy and connection to that. And sometimes even if you feel like you heal and you move forward past certain energy cycles, it's possible that they can still repeat one more time just to test you, right? So if you get rid of this energy cycle and 6 months down the road, the same type of problem pops up, keep your emotional and energetic balance, and then you will close out the cycle. That is a test. That is a test to say, did you really clear out that cycle? We're gonna put this in your path again to see if you really cleared it out. So I hope that energy is helpful, Shahtaj, and good luck. Pinky says good luck. No, that's not what you said. Hang on. Highlight that. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're welcome, Pinky. I'm blind, you people. I am blind. Pinky said, like, share, subscribe, enjoy, comment, support this channel. Thank you, Pinky. I appreciate you. You're wonderful. Empress says, thank you. You're welcome. Darla says, thank you. Awesome. Awesome. You're welcome. I'm excited for you, Darla. April says she is attempting a vision quest that we mentioned a while ago back in private readings. Yeah. Well, now might be the time for you. Okay. Now might be the time. And I'm excited for you, April. That's very good. Oh, Brittany, did I read for you? Maybe I skipped over you. Did I skip over you? I'm going to read for you, Brittany. And if I already read for you, maybe you just get 2 readings tonight. That's what we're going to do. So I'll read for Brittany, and then I will read for Finch, and then I will read for Laura. Perfect. So Brittany, right off the top of my head, right, this first card that we pick is the Quetzal bird. And the Quetzal bird is like this beautiful bird that was used in like decorations and like headdresses and temples, things like that. And the Quetzal is this message that you are soon to be recognized for something. But your clarity card, the energy that moves you forward, is the coyote, which is the trickster. So this makes me think that somebody wants to play to your ego, and sometime between now and next week, somebody will present you with an opportunity. And at first glance, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. Like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. I've been trying to manifest this, but it's a trick. It's a trap. It's not exactly what you thought it was, and it's not helpful or beneficial to you, or at least that's what I would think. And if you're going to take that opportunity, walk very gently and make sure that you have an exit strategy. That's my best advice, is always have an exit strategy. Make sure that you can get out of sticky situations if need be. Okay. So, but I mean, I don't think that's bad. I think that everything is a lesson. If you've been working to manifest an opportunity for a very long time and this opportunity just pops up and it presents itself and it's not the best, don't take it. It is the universe testing you. It is the universe saying, you know, it's like ordering a pizza, right? So like you order a pizza and you order like pepperoni and olives and spinach, because that's like my favorite pizza. And you get this pizza back and you just get a pepperoni pizza. Are you just going to eat that pepperoni pizza? Or are you going to take it back to the kitchen and say, no, I want olives and spinach on this. That's what I ordered. Okay. So if you put that intention out into the universe, you get what you ordered. Okay. You get what you ordered. You say, this is not quite what I wanted. This is along the same energy thread. And this is good, but it's not quite it. So what I mean by that is this is time for you to really be serious about your desires and your manifestation. Don't take something lesser. Don't take something that is not exactly what you want, because you deserve, and you will have, and you are attracting all of those things that you are manifesting. And sometimes the universe tests you. Okay. So a test is coming, not a bad test, but a tricky test. And something better might be along the way if you just wait a minute. So be aware of that. If you are watching this stream, if you have tuned in, go ahead and comment, and I would love to get you a reading. So we are going to read for Finch now. Hi, Finch. I'm glad you're joining us and tuning in. And then we'll read for Laura. We got a card for Finch. Okay. Oh my gosh, with this rabbit card. This rabbit card keeps on coming up. This is a really major theme. We need to rest and chill for this weekend. I'm telling you. I will do a general reading again at the end of this video, just for the energy and the alignment of what we're going to be experiencing for this weekend and moving us into next week. So make sure you stay tuned for that as well. But Finch, I'm so sorry. Finch, the card that you get for the energy that surrounds you is the bat. Okay. And so the bat reminds us of the sweeter things in life, right? Bats are like these wonderful, cute little, I always call them like cats with wings. Like they have really cute faces and they're like fuzzy, and they just like hang in a cave and like eat fruit all day. They're so cute. So bats remind us of the sweetness in life. They remind us that not everything is all bad. Even if you've had like a rough life or a rough go of it in the past, whatever, a couple months or a couple years, it doesn't matter, because there are still things in your life that you find oh so sweet. Ooh, pardon me. I got a tickle. I've got incense going, and now I'm probably coughing into your ear. I'm so sorry. But remember that there is sweetness in your life. There's sweetness in your existence and in your experience, and you deserve that. You deserve that sweetness. You deserve those good things, those pleasurable experiences, those things that just light your soul on fire. And that is that's a very strong message for you, that there are things that you should be enjoying. And maybe it's time to start thinking about things that you're not enjoying and getting rid of them. But really, really lean into and focus those things that you enjoy, okay? Maybe you pick up more art, or maybe you start painting some things or something like that. But I really feel like you should sink into enjoyment and into things that you find sweet, into things that you find delectable. And your energy card, the clarity that moves you forward, is the rabbit. You see that? again with the rabbit. So the rabbit is a message of rest, okay? And so ultimately the bottom line here is you need to find rest in whatever it is that you're going to be doing. Like I said, I strongly recommend just doing something fun, and don't do something that's going to hurt your body. Like, I'm not saying like, oh man, go pick up CrossFit or something for fun. Like, do something nice, do something relaxing. Maybe you find CrossFit relaxing, I don't know. But make sure that you are feeding yourself, especially in creative outlets, because I feel like that opens you up energetically. I feel like it opens you up spiritually. And I feel like a lot of adults are not creative because we use our brains to be responsible, and we use our brains to solve problems quickly, and we forget creativity, we forget play, we forget to have fun, and we forget to have sweetness in our life. So remember the bat, remember sweetness, and I hope that that message helps you, Finch. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read for Laura now. And like I said, if you are joining this stream now, comment and I will get a reading for you. I am shuffling these cards, I promise. Okay, Laura, believe it or not, the energy that surrounds you is also the rabbit. The rabbit has hopped up, if you will, quite a few times tonight. And I'll tell you what, I was sitting with a friend on my front porch right before I started doing readings, and we saw 2 rabbits just like running around the neighborhood. It was really super cute. And I don't live out in the country. I live in more like a suburban-ish neighborhood. So it was kind of weird to see one, and it came right by my kids, and then it ran away, and then I saw a second one. So I feel like strongly like rabbits are this really big message in our night and in our energy. Like, we really need to tune into making sure our needs are met and making sure that we get rest. And Laura, that is what the rabbit speaks to you about. It speaks to you about finding that necessary rest. I think that you are a little stretched and a little overwhelmed right now. And so you need to find more ways to give back to yourself. And sometimes, like I said before, that can be difficult. It can be almost impossible, but you have to do that. You have to do that to find emotional balance with yourself. And another thing that I want to mention to you is that it's okay to ask for help, you know, and you can just ask, and maybe nobody will help you. Don't get offended if they don't. Sometimes people are just busy, but ask for help. You never know who could help you unless you ask. You never know what resources somebody has unless you ask them about it. So this is a really strong, for me, indication that not only do you need rest, but you need to ask for help a little bit more often, and be okay with being rejected. Like I said, sometimes people are busy or it's just not the right energy and you don't want their help anyways. So ask for help and see who can help you. But turning, you know, moving forward, the clarity card, the energy that goes forward for you is the turkey. The turkey is a message of divine messages, of gifts. So I really, like I said, I strongly feel like you need to ask for help, because there are people who want to gift you. There are people who want to bless you. There are people who want to help you. And you just have to ask. You just have to ask. And that can be scary. It can feel vulnerable. It can feel overwhelming, but it is very important to make sure that your needs are met by any cost. You know, you have to make sure that you are balanced and that you feel good, because you're better for everybody else. You're better for yourself. You're better for your partners. You're better for your friends. You're better for your kids when you are, and your pets. You're better for everybody when you are better for yourself, when you make sure that your needs are met. Because if your needs aren't met, you're short, you're tired. I don't know, if you're like me, you just get grumpy. I get grumpy when I'm tired and my needs aren't met. I'm like, I'm done here. I need a nap. I need a food. I need a milkshake. I am having not a good time. So if you're having not a good time or you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, ask for help and do get some rest this weekend. That's important for you. And I hope that one helps, Laura. Oh my gosh. Darla says, oh my dear, you're so cute. She's got good connections with deers. She knows a guy. And Darla says CrossFit is relaxing. Darla, we are different. We are different. CrossFit is not relaxing to me. But Finch says, thank you. You're very welcome, Finch. And Brittany says, thank you. She says she just accepted a new job that's better than the current one. And she's hoping it's not the trick opportunity. So if it is the trick opportunity, this is not bad, because nothing is a trick, right? Everything is a lesson, right? It's a lesson. So maybe this will be tricky, or maybe you accepted a job under false pretenses. Maybe it won't be everything that you thought it would be. And that happens a lot. That's okay. But it will be better, and it will be different than this other job that you had. And it probably pays you more. Okay. Maybe it has more flexibility. So there's going to be benefits to this no matter what. Just keep your eyes out and open, you know, and remember, I say this a lot. I'm very anti-structure in society, but no company owns you, you know? So if people don't treat you right, put in for other jobs. You can keep working at a place and put in for other jobs, you know, put your resume out there. Tell people who you are. Tell people that what you're looking for, you know, and that the universe will rise to meet you. There's nothing wrong with getting more opportunities for yourself. So I bless you with that. And I hope you have great moving energy. Perry comments and says, good night, would love a reading. Sure, Perry. Anybody else who is watching this stream, feel free to comment. I would love to get your reading. And Perry, I will pull 2 cards for you. Thanks so much for watching and commenting. Oh, goodness. Perry, you've got a trick or a warning reading. Hang on one second. Let's adjust this mic again. I feel like I'm having mic trouble tonight, and I'm probably like hurting all of y'all's ears with this silly thing. It's a lapel mic, and believe it or not, I actually broke the lapel last night while I was making my new Tricania video for YouTube. Oh my gosh, go figure, right? And I mean, I am not a fan of technology either. I always feel like it is way smarter than I am, and hopefully all that rustling doesn't bother you all, but okay, Barry. So the energy that surrounds you is the Quetzal bird. Okay. And this Quetzal bird is this message of recognition. It's like somebody wants to recognize you for everything that you are, for all of your benefits, for all of your beauty, for all of your ability. But the energy that moves you forward is the rattlesnake. I remember the rattlesnake is like this message of like biting off more than you can chew. It's like a message of warning, really. So be aware. Make sure that if you're presented an opportunity sometime soon, you know, this weekend or in the next week, that it is not an opportunity that just like sounds like it's too good to be true. Because if it sounds like it's too good to be true, it probably is. So the message here is keep your balance and just be cautious. It's not like anything bad is going to happen. Like I said, I think everything is a lesson. But in a previous reading, if you were listening, I was talking about the pizza, like the cosmic pizza. When you put an order in, and you don't quite get what you want, make sure that any offers, any opportunities that you accept, they're actually things that you want. They're actually things that are important to you, and it fits your lifestyle. It doesn't feel bad when you accept this opportunity. So just be cautious around opportunities and things that might be presented to you in the coming week. Really quick. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have to show you something so neat. I got this necklace for Mother's Day, and my lighting is terrible, but you guys, it's a pomegranate, and I am so in love with it. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the comments the link to the Etsy listing. I love this so much, and my husband got it to me for Mother's Day, and I'm just so like happy with it. It's so beautiful and artistic, and the little seeds are actually garnets, so they like shine and they look like seeds. Like I'm so happy. I think this looks terrible like on camera, and I've tried to photograph it and I just can't get a good picture of it, but like in person it's so beautiful, and it looks exactly like the Etsy listing picture. So if you want something absolutely beautiful that just makes you feel beautiful, or you want to gift something beautiful to somebody else, it's not that expensive and it's beautiful. It's handmade. So if you love my pomegranate, I put the link in the comments for you to see it. OKCMomma says the energy that surrounds me is what I've been asking myself for weeks. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. OKCMomma, that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense for the reading specifically that I gave you. I really feel like that just means that it's time to be a little bit more serious. Like sometimes we get that inclination and we have that energy and we have those thoughts and we have those patterns and they kind of surface a little bit. And then sometimes it's time to act. And I really feel like now it's time to act. You've been thinking about it a lot. You've been probably, revising and editing and coming up with action steps and plans in your own mind. But make sure you're not just in your own mind, right? Make sure that you're actually being actionable, right? You're actualizing what you're thinking about. And that's really important. It's really important because if you've been thinking about it, it's a theme and it's there for a reason. Shannon comments, and Shannon says she would like a reading. Absolutely, Shannon. And real quick, Perry said, thank you. You're very welcome. And thank you for the blessings. I appreciate it. And OKCMomma says, thank you. And real quick, Brittany commented and says, I can't read all of that comment, unfortunately, but it looks like you said you accepted a job with maybe family. Just be cautious, and even more so than if you were working for just any company, set your boundaries, okay? Set your boundaries, because I think it's real easy for family to misinterpret or overwork you, and not intentionally either. They have the best interest in mind, your best interest, their best interest, but sometimes your best interest and their best interest and everybody's balance does not align. So be very clear. Be very clear about your boundaries, my friend, and that will help you. And then we're going to go ahead and read for Shannon. Yep. Okay, good. We'll read for you, Shannon. I'm going to shuffle these cards and I'll pull a couple for you. Anybody else tuning into the stream, feel free to comment, and I would love to also pull a reading for you. We'll pull a message for Shannon now and see what's going on, see what kind of energy and advice I can offer for you. Okay, Shannon, the energy that surrounds you is the wolf. There we go. And the wolf is a grand message of self-mastery. It is a grand message that you are the master of your own life. You are the master of your own creation story. You are the master of what you are becoming. And we are always becoming. Aren't we always becoming? Aren't we? Aren't we? We are always becoming a more refined version of ourselves. We are always becoming more aware. We are always moving forward, becoming wiser, becoming older, becoming stronger. Always, always, always. And so be aware of that. Be aware of your own self-mastery. Be aware that you are a powerful and potent creator. That you have the ability to shift things in your life and in the lives of others. You are so powerful. You are so strong. But don't isolate yourself, all right? Don't isolate yourself because of the strength and this mastery that you have. Be thankful. Not everybody has the level of skill and mastery that you do. And you have this. You've been blessed with this. You've been blessed with this skill and this mastery, okay? So don't let that power isolate you is what I mean by that. Okay. Don't hide yourself or feel like you can't ask for help because you're super strong. Because I feel like that's a thing that strong people do. Like we just hide and we're like, I don't need anything. Be really good. Be really good about communicating your needs, right? Wolves are pack animals. They're like dogs. They work in packs, you know? So you can be the best. You can have the best self-mastery. You can be the strongest, smartest, most magical person in the world, but you are nothing. You are nothing unless you have a community behind you. You are nothing unless you are existing and living with other people harmoniously. At least that's what I think. I don't know. I really highly value community, and I feel like our modern world and society doesn't. I feel like we're very virtual and we're very... I'll message you, I'll text you, you know, and we don't see people in person, especially with COVID. We become afraid of people. We become afraid of asking for help. We don't want to get contagious or whatever. So be kind to yourself, ask for help, especially if you are a strong person. Okay. And the energy that moves you forward is the scarlet macaw. So the scarlet macaw is almost like the representation of like a phoenix, right? Of like coming up and rising from the ashes, of you becoming this great, again, becoming this great person. And not because God wants you to do it. You're on some message from some God or something like that. Or not because that's what the world expects of you. You are becoming great because you are great. There's no other reason. You don't have to prove anything to yourself or to anybody else. But you are entering this phase in your life where you're going to have a very big increase in energy, possibly an increase in spiritual awareness. So what this means for you is that it is very imperative that you surround yourself with a community who is helpful and supportive of all of your needs, okay? Very, very strongly important. You can't be great unless you have people supporting you. So make sure to improve your own greatness, that you are also improving your community, you're improving your family, you are helping people where you feel need to, where you feel led to, where you can, where you have enough balance to be able to do so. But this card reading, this is a lot of power, a lot of energy, a lot of shift for you. So I see that coming. Just make sure that you have people to support you while you go through that shift, because it can be big. It can be really big. It can rock your world. Oh, Shannon says, thank you. You are very welcome, Shannon. Okay, friends, if anybody else is watching this stream, feel free to comment, and I would love to get you a reading. Kavida comments and says, hi there, hope you are well. Would like to know if I will find another job anytime soon. Just lost a job. Kavida, if you are in a place where you can apply for unemployment insurance or get some sort of state resources, do that immediately. Do not hesitate. And that's even before reading the cards. Like I said, I don't know where you are. I don't know if you're here in America or if you're in some other country. But if the government offers you assistance, take it. You know, a lot of people feel weird or stigmatized about taking assistance. But honestly, you pay taxes. You are a profitable, beautiful, worthy individual. And if you need resources, take them. That's why they're there. But we'll go ahead and we will pull a card for you. I think it's very good to want to work and that kind of thing. And I'm wishing you very good energy in the material world, in the money world, and also in your career path. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards for you. Hang on. Okay, so you got the card, the wolf. for the energy that surrounds you. And again, this is a symbol of self-mastery. What this says to me is that you're very good at your job. You're a very hard worker. You are very good. You are a very good person. You're very good at working. You're very good at making something of nothing. You're very good at creation. You're very good at stepping forward in your true, authentic, spiritual self and making things happen for yourself. And so that's really wonderful. But like I said, the wolf came up in the last reading. This is a message of community as well. So don't be afraid to tell your community that you've lost your job. Don't be afraid to tell your community, look, I am looking for a new position. Okay. So be okay with that. Be okay with reaching out and with asking for help. But the fact that you got the wolf in this position and this energy that surrounds you, it tells me that you are very masterful at what you do. So I don't think that you'll have a hard time finding a job. I really don't. I feel like if you put yourself out there, if you ask for help, if you get your resumes out or whatever, you apply for jobs, you ask your friends for help, you ask your community for help, that you will find a position. The energy that moves you forward is the divine stone. And I'll show you her. So she's a goddess, okay? And she is a goddess of improvement, of like always working on yourself. And so you have mastery, you have ability, but don't forget to continue polishing yourself. And that's my message to you. Nothing bad. I don't see anything bad in this card reading. I just feel like your energy is a little frazzled right now. So like I said, reach out for help. Tell people that you need help. That's perfectly okay. And if you can get assistance from government or whatever else, get assistance. That's what we pay taxes for. So I hope that helps, Kavida. Oh, Giulia, I'm sorry. I don't know how to say your name. I hope that I said that correct. But Giulia says, a new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. That really super helps. Anybody watching this, please subscribe, share, all that kind of stuff. And she says, can I ask a question? Go for it. Absolutely. Ask a question. I will love to read for you. Beau comments and says, can you read my next relationship and what you get on that? Sure. We'll pull a couple of cards for you. Kavida says, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And God bless you abundantly. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Kavida. I appreciate that energy. But we'll go ahead and read for Beau right now. Are you Boo or are you Beau? Either way, doesn't matter. I'll go ahead and pull a card for you. Or maybe we'll pull two cards. Okay. I see tricks. I see tricks in the quadrant of love for you. So the energy that surrounds you right now, it's the rabbit. And I've been pulling the rabbit all night. All night that I've been sitting here reading, I've been pulling this rabbit card. And this really tells me that it's time to focus on yourself. It's really time to rest. It's time to rest. I feel like you have been in a couple of relationships and they haven't all ended very well. And so maybe you're a little bit burnt out on love, and it's good. It's normal. It's natural to want to find a partner and find relationships. I think that that's a wonderful thing. But right now it's time to focus on yourself. It's time to be really strongly, solidly, so happy with yourself, so joyful with yourself, finding things that you love to do, finding hobbies that you love to do. And I really strongly feel like as you do that, as you sink deeply into who you are and what you enjoy, people will present themselves to you. Partners will present themselves to you. Potential lovers will present themselves to you. As you find serious enjoyment in your life, the life opens up to meet you. Energy opens up to meet you. The universe opens up to meet you. Opens up to meet you, to surround you, to greet you. Okay. And so as you get yourself into good energy and alignment and find those things that you love and you enjoy, your energy will reach out to the universe, and the universe will send you people that match you on that wavelength, that match you on that joy wavelength. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't think it's a good idea to meet people at bars. Like, I don't think it's a good idea to meet people where people are intoxicated. So think about that. If you're like a person who likes to party and that kind of thing, it's not bad. Go party, go have fun, but don't look for love in places where you party as well. Because I feel like that never ends well. If you meet people and you're not sober of mind and then like you get into this relationship, I'm like, yeah, sure. Some people are married and they met each other at a bar. But typically if you're in a party kind of energy, I don't think it's a good place to find long-term love. So think about that too, depending on your lifestyle, depending on the things that you do enjoy. If you do stuff for enjoyment, it's okay, but it's not always necessarily the best place to find love. But the energy that moves you forward is also the coyote. So again, this is a message of tricks. It's a coyote actually, oops, that's the first card. It's a coyote actually biting a guy's butt. I think that's so hilarious because I'm a child. But I feel like the coyote is a trick. It's a trick. So don't get tricked, right? Don't get tricked into being in relationships. Don't get guilted into being in relationships, that kind of thing. So I really feel like now is the time for you to work on your boundaries and to figure out what type of partner do you really want and what do you enjoy in life. And if you don't have many hobbies or things that you enjoy in life, figure that out. Figure out what you enjoy and what you want to do with somebody when you find them and you want to spend the rest of your life with them. Do you just want to sit and watch TV? I mean, that's fine. Do you want to go hiking? Do you want to do art together? Do you want to explore? Do you want to travel? Figure out what you love to do, and your partner will rise to meet you, a partner who loves to do those same things as well. And you'll have a wonderful time. A wonderful time. You'll meet this life partner and you will enjoy each other, you know, for the rest of your lives. I really strongly feel that. But I hope that that is helpful, Beau. Kavida says, lovely reading, very informative. Beau says their name is like Beau. Oh, good. I'm glad you're Beau and not Boo. But Giulia says, will I be successful in a reality show process that I applied last week? They will call me virtually for an interview, and you were born in March. Okay, hang on, Giulia. I will shuffle these cards. And I don't want your personal information on the video, so I'm going to hide that. Here we go. Giulia, you're very welcome. I'm glad to do this reading for you. So I'm going to pull a couple cards, and we'll see what comes up. Anybody else tuning into the stream, feel free to comment, and I would love to get a reading for you as well. So here's one card. Giulia, is this a reality show, something about teaching or learning? Will you be learning things? Will you be learning new things? If so, I think that this is a really good blessing, a very good alignment for you. You get the monkey for the card, that the energy that surrounds you, okay? And in the Nahualli deck, the monkey is this message of learning, of teaching, of experience, of new steps, of forward motion. So you are like applying for a reality TV show. Even if you don't get this position, don't give up. Do not give up. I really strongly feel like this, you lash onto an energy that is very important and significant in your life and your timeline that you're currently on right now. And I feel like even if this one doesn't work out, this is a thread, this is an energy, this is an adventure that pushes you forward towards something that you really will enjoy, that you really will have a good time doing. And that's what life is about, right? Life is about having fun, enjoying, doing things, helping other people. That's what we do in our life. So if you have the opportunity to do that and to make money and to be like an influencer or something, oh my God, hell yeah, go do that. I think the energy looks good. And like I said, even if this isn't the right situation, keep applying, keep looking for opportunities, because those opportunities are reaching out to meet you. And Giulia, the energy that moves you forward, your clarity card, is the Jaguar. Okay. And the Jaguar is a message of magic. It's a message of tuning in so deeply, so strongly to your own intuition, to your own magic. So if this is what you want to do with your life, you want to be a reality star. Like, this is it. I am Giulia Teles. I am a reality star. I am a badass. I'm an influencer. I help a lot of people. This is what you should do. This is what you should do. Follow what you love to do. And the energy will rise out to meet you. I strongly feel that. So I wish you good luck in that, and keep pursuing your dreams. Keep pursuing your dreams. Don't let other people tell you that it's not worth it, or it's not worth your time, or whatever have you. If you really want to do this, you should go and do it. You should go and do it by all means necessary. Like I say, keep applying, keep looking for places, keep looking for connections, you know? And sometimes when you apply for places and like you go through the interview process, you find that these people who are doing production are not, you don't want to do that. They have terms that you don't want to agree to or whatever else. You're just not comfortable with the process. That's okay. That's absolutely okay. You are capable of finding other opportunities for yourself. And sometimes when you meet people in your interview with that set or that director or that production manager, you find out information, you make connections with people, and it can be good for you later on in life. Okay, so keep making those connections. That's really important in reality TV and really any kind of media. The more people you know, the more connections you have, the easier it is for you to be a sensation. You know, and of course, being authentic is really super important. I feel like a lot of reality people are super fake. Be authentic. We don't see that on reality TV. We see people fake and scripted. So be really super authentic, and people will like get in line to see you shine. Like literally get in line. And I hope that's helpful. Giulia says, "Thank you so much." Great words. You're very welcome. I hope that that's helpful. Julia Barnett says she would love a reading. Absolutely. Let's get you a reading, Julia. I see there's a couple people that jumped on the stream again. If you would like a reading, just comment. If you want to ask a question, that's fine. If you want to put a topic that you want the reading on, that's fine. I will go for it. But please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I do go live every Thursday night at 7 Central to do readings. So I am here. I am here at your service. So Giulia, I have got one card, and we got two cards. Okay. Giulia, I got a lot of like warning cards tonight too. Like a lot of like, oh, watch out for your energy. But you got another one of these more like warning cards. And the energy that surrounds you is the toad. And so the toad is a message of like the rug being pulled out from under you. Like you feel like things are going good, and then just for some reason, you don't really super know why, things just go really bad. So I don't, Beau you asked a question, go for it. But Giulia, I don't feel like this is a bad thing. I really don't feel like this is something like, oh my God, there's something catastrophic coming down your timeline or something like that. I just feel like sometimes people like to play tricks, and they like to stir up drama, and they like to do that to test you. They like to test your resolve. They like to test your tenacity. They like to test your emotional balance. Like that's why people say that, oh my gosh, you're testing me. Like people are really testing you like all the time. And I don't think that it's people. I think it's more like energy. I think it's more the universe. I don't think that people test you just because they wake up in the morning and they say, oh my gosh, how can I test Giulia today? I just feel like people are people, and sometimes they stir drama either consciously or unconsciously, just because that's what they do. So don't take it personally if people start stirring drama in your life. It is what it is. If you are centered and emotionally balanced, that is like the worst thing you can do for somebody who likes to cause drama or chaos in your life. Because what they want when they're stirring up drama, when they are testing you, they're testing you to see if you're going to give them energy and give them a reaction. So don't do that. Don't do that. When people cause chaos in your life, be that calm, be the eye of the storm, be the center of the hurricane, and be so still, be so silent. Don't give them energy, because that's what they want. But your clarity card, the energy that moves you forward, is chalk. Chalk, the god of rain, the god of all that grows, the god of fertilization. So when chalk comes in this clarity card, the energy that moves you forward, he's really asking you to think about the things, the people, the experiences in your life that do not bring you nurture. Okay, so I really strongly feel like maybe people that you know, people that you surround yourself with, could be friends, could be family members, could be people you live with, or people at your work, somebody who's close to you, who you see often. They're going to try to cause drama and chaos in your life, and it's up to you to set your firm boundaries. Are you going to continue to give energy to people who cause chaos in your life? Do you like chaos? Do you like that excitement? I do. I like that. I'll put up with a lot of chaos from people, but some people don't like that chaos. So make sure that anybody who you meet treats you properly. Make sure you have good boundaries for them, and don't be afraid to stop giving people energy if they continue to try to disrupt your energy. And so if it is family, or it is somebody who's close to you, even work people or people you live with, whoever this is who is causing chaos and trauma in your life, doesn't matter. Just be calm and don't allow them to do that to you. Be very strong and stand in your own power. And I hope that is helpful. And Giulia says, "Yup." I hope that's helpful, Giulia. And anybody who is still on the stream, feel free to comment, and I would love to ask a question. Now, Beau asked, "Is my current lifestyle healthy, or am I trying to do too much all at once?" That's a very good question, Beau. A very good question. I specifically on my channel, I like to talk about balance a lot. I like to talk about ways to protect your own balance, because I feel like that's how you're the most powerful. I feel like that's how you're the most free, and that's how you're the most authentic, if you protect your own energy. So I think this is a very good question. So we will consult the cards about your own balance, and especially concerning your health. We'll go ahead and pull a couple cards for that. And I got one, and we got two. Okay, so what I got here for the energy that is surrounding you in terms of your health is the ocelot. The ocelot is a card of like secrets, and it's a card of like stalking and being quiet. Okay, so I strongly feel like you might be doing things well in terms of health, but make sure that your emotional balance is also protected, okay? Make sure that your mental balance is also protected. Don't just be doing things to be doing things. Do them because they actually benefit and profit your life. Just like I talked to you about in the last reading that I did for Giulia, chalk is like this god of rain. And I feel like chalk, it gives us a really important message about our life. Make sure that whatever you're giving energy to also feeds you. So if you have a really super healthy lifestyle and that feeds you and you feel good at the end of the day, then keep that up. But if you're doing too much and you know that you're doing too much, then chill out, chill out. However, the energy card, the clarity card, the energy that moves you forward is the butterfly, right? And the butterfly is the message of transformation. So that is what moves you forward. Transformation moves you forward. So it's up to you. You need to decide this for yourself. I really love to preach discipline, okay? And discipline is not waking up every morning at 5 to go to the gym. Discipline is not juicing and only drinking green juice. Discipline is not being a health nut. Discipline is always doing what you want to do. Always, regardless of what other people tell you, regardless of what your friends tell you, regardless of what society expects of you, being authentic to yourself always. That is how you have the most energy. So be true, be authentic to yourself, and don't be doing health things because you think it'll make you better, think it'll make you healthy, think it'll make you look better or something like that. Be doing your health things because it is consistent, because you want a lifestyle change, because this is a life you want to live. So make sure that you are living how you want to live and not how somebody else expects or up to somebody else's standards. You have your own set of standards, and if you don't, figure out where those standards are. Figure out where society gave you standards, or where your parents or where your caregivers or your school teachers gave you standards, and figure out what standards actually align with yourself and where you want to put your energy and your attention, your alignment. And I hope that that's helpful. Pinky says, press the like button. Thank you, Pinky. I appreciate you. Yes, please press the like button, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. If you would like a reading, feel free to comment. I would love to give you another reading. Mandy comments and says, am I in the career that fulfills my purpose? Mandy, I don't even want to read for you in this specific energy. I will do a general reading for you, but I do have something very important to tell you, okay? I am a big fan of Carlos Castaneda. I've read all of his books. I've read some of them multiple times. And one of the most important things I've gotten lessons out of his books is never follow a path unless it is a path that leads to your heart, okay? And so let me explain that for a minute, okay? Don't be doing anything in your life that does not shine your heart, that does not set your heart on fire, that does not feed your soul. So if you are doing something right now in your life, in your job, in your career, in your family, that feeds your soul, that lights your soul on fire, keep doing it. And if it doesn't, it's okay to do it now, but find that thing that lights your soul on fire. And I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple cards, but I think I'm going to do more of a general reading because I feel like that would be more helpful than anything I could tell you about the career. And there's one card, and there's another card. Okay, so Mandy, for your energy that surrounds you, you got the alligator card. And remember, the alligator is a message of karmic cycles. So you are in a cycle that you have been repeating for a while. If you are feeling sad or unfulfilled in your job, or just like this is not quite right, it's possible that you've had quite a few jobs or quite a few experiences where you have felt like that. Or maybe you have felt like that for a very long time in the position where you feel like, yeah, this is great, I'm helping people, but it's not really what fulfills me. Okay, so think about that. If it does fulfill you, that's great. But if it doesn't, it might be time to move on. It might be time for you to break a karmic cycle. Okay, to stop repeating things that you don't want to do. And your clarity card, the energy that moves you forward, is the monkey. The monkey, it can be a sign of teaching, okay? So this could be a message that maybe it's time to shift gears or to shift what you're doing and maybe get into a position where you can help or teach people. That could be really good for you. But also it doesn't necessarily have to be hardline that. Like I'm not saying quit your job and quit everything and become a teacher. You could do that. But honestly, people share and teach in different ways. And there's this lovely lady. I wonder if she's watching the stream tonight, but she's a lovely lady. And she has been like a bartender like her whole life, like more than 20 years. And she is the best bartender, not because she makes the best drinks. Maybe she does. I don't know. I don't drink a lot. But because she sits with people, because she sees them. She honors them as a person and she helps them through life. And she's a bartender. And I think that in America, a lot of people like look down on servers. I think that servers are amazing. I think that you're essential. And I think that you keep our world going. And I don't want to cook all the time, so I appreciate you. But a lot of people look down on servers and they think, oh, you're just whatever. You just work at a restaurant or something like that. But this woman does what she loves. She loves to serve people. She's almost like a minister, you know? And so she is able to be a teacher and to share, even though she's a bartender. She's not like an elementary school teacher, and she's not somebody that does workshops and courses, not yet anyways. I think maybe one day she will. But she is still a teacher in her chosen job, in the thing that she loves to do. And she does it with heart, and she does it with finesse, and she does it with passion. And so even though she's just a server or whatever, she does work that is from the heart and from the soul. So that is the answer. Find what is from the heart and from the soul. What can you share about yourself to help other people? And I think that that will lead you to a good energy and a good alignment. Beau says, thank you. That was helpful and made me aware of my mental state as well. Yes. I love working out, but sometimes I just don't feel it. Yes, Beau. So if you love working out, you already have that habit. You already have that disposition of wanting to work out. That's wonderful. That means that you have a lot going for you, and you're already, you know, you enjoy being healthy. You enjoy moving your body. You get energy from movement. That's wonderful, but don't force it. Don't force it. Go when you feel like it. And you will get better results if you listen to your body. You know, if you run yourself ragged, I think that you run the risk of developing mineral imbalances in your body. I think that you run the risk of injury. I see a lot of people. I in my real life, I do body work. Like I do medical type body work where I help people get out of pain and that kind of thing. And I see a lot of people that hurt themselves with exercise because they overdo it. They lift too much. They try to go too fast. So don't do that. Listen to your body. You know, listen to your body. You are so good at being intuitive and listening to your body. I know that because you're probably an adult-ish and you're watching my feed and you're still alive. So you know how to take care of yourself. Just make sure that you listen to yourself, listen to your body. Mandy says, and by the way, anybody who's still watching the stream, feel free to comment and I'd love to give you a reading. But Mandy says, that makes a lot of sense. I am, I am a teacher and I used to be a server. Good job. That's awesome. So again, Mandy, do what lights your soul on fire, even if it's different, right? So Mandy, I have this friend who she was a school teacher for a long time, a lot of her adult life, and she just quit one day. She was like, I'm done. This is stressful. I deal with middle school kids who have too many hormones and they're wild. They were too wild for her. And she was like, I'm done. I'm just not enjoying this. And now she does whatever she wants. She kind of does like crafting and photography. And she also does tutoring, which has been actually really super helpful, especially for kids who are doing virtual school during the pandemic. So if you are looking to take a break from teaching or just maybe to get out of it for now, there are lots of people who would look for tutoring, and VIP Kids is also a good option if you like to teach classes at kind of weird hours at night or in the morning. I've got a lot of friends that do that as well. So maybe think about you know, doing your job maybe a little bit non-traditionally if you're burnt out of what you're doing now. I really think that teachers don't get paid enough in our society. So kudos to you for doing that, for taking that, you know, energy and that really important job, and for doing that, for sacrificing yourself, for making a low wage, and for still wanting to teach our children. I appreciate you. Thank you. But make sure that you follow your own heart and your own balance. Okay, that's very important. Sometimes, especially if you work in a school that's more, you know, inner city or not very well funded, it can be very heartbreaking to do that kind of job, and you can get burnout. So don't feel guilty about leaving if you need to take a break. That's okay. Okay, just follow your heart, follow your intuition. You know what's best for you. If you take a break, it's not the end of the world. If you want to do something different, not the end of the world. You've got this. And Briannon, oops, that's somebody else. Briannon says, can I get a reading? Absolutely. And then Maryanne commented as well, and I will go ahead and read for Maryanne in a second. And Asia just commented, hello, Asia. If you'd like a reading, a specific question, topic, just go ahead and type that in the comments. But Briannon, I'm going to shuffle these cards and I will go ahead and get you a reading. Anybody else who is tuning into the stream, feel free to comment and I will get you a reading. So Briannon, again with the warnings, man, I'm getting so many warnings tonight. I feel like there's like a lot of energy and it feels like it's like a spring and it's like locked and it's about to like bounce for like a lot of people and a lot of things. So Briannon, this is the similar kind of message for you as well. So the energy that surrounds you, Briannon, is the Itzili, the divine stone, and she is a goddess, right? She's a goddess of refinement, of like craft, of like, you know, always working, always improving yourself. Okay. And so this is a message that perhaps you have become stagnant or a little bit complacent in your life, and you're not really like living your life authentically. You're not super doing the things that you love. You're just kind of existing and floating through life on autopilot right now. And that's not bad. Sometimes when we go through a lot in our lives and we've been through a period of hardship, we just kind of float. You just kind of for a while until you can get your bearings and start swimming again. And that's okay. Just continue to float as long as you need to. But remember that through self-improvement, you can change your situation. And what I mean by self-improvement, it's like I said in that previous reading a couple minutes ago, it's about a discipline. And discipline is not always waking up on time and always doing all these things like juicing or whatever, exercise. Discipline is always radically, authentically listening to yourself, listening to your intuition, and never doing things that you don't want to do. So that is a very important message. Don't be complacent. If that's a relationship or a job, doesn't matter. Don't be complacent where you're at. You deserve better. You deserve way better. You deserve everything. That is your birthright. That is your honor. That is why you're on the earth. You're on this earth to create opportunities for yourself and to have fun, to have joy. So remember that. The energy that moves you forward is the rattlesnake. And again, this is like this guy who's like choking himself out. There's like a snake ready to eat him. This is a wild card. This card is just a warning. It's just a warning. Okay. And so I would definitely say, get out of complacency. If you feel like you've been stuck or kind of spinning your wheels for a while, it's time to think outside of the box and do things differently. And if you don't, something else might happen. And what I mean by that is when you don't listen to your intuition, you don't do the things that you were supposed to do, the universe moves things and it's not always pleasant. And you will eventually end up on the path. You will eventually end up doing what you were supposed to do. You might just have to take the long way around. And it's not bad, right? It's not bad. Everything is a lesson. Everything develops your character and furthers your wisdom and develops your spirit. Okay. So nothing is bad, but it's time to change or the universe is going to kick you in the pants. So I hope that's helpful, Breannon. That was a lot. Sorry about that. Hey, Asia. And I'll just give you a general reading after I get done with Maryanne. Maryanne, hang on one second, my dear. I don't like to do those type of readings live unless I have permission to do so. So I'm just going to get a necklace really quick and I'm going to use it as a pendulum and ask if I can give you that message because I don't like to be disrespectful. Okay. I will give you the message, Maryanne, for sure. But I don't, like I said, I don't like to give that type of message and I won't put it on the screen either. Just to be very honest with you, I'm struggling with a very similar thing. And I know where you're at right now. I really, truly do know where you're at right now. And I'm sorry. But I will go ahead and pull a couple cards for you. Hang on one second. Okay, so this is a very heavy message. I'm sorry. But this is a message that, you know, we have children, we have family members, we have connections, we have jobs, we have things. And we think these things are ours. We think that we deserve these things. We think that we have ownership over these things. And the truth is we don't. We have ownership over ourselves. We have ownership over our bodies, our emotions, our own intuition, our own energy. That's what we have control over. We don't have control over other people. And sometimes bad things happen and we're left kind of picking up the pieces and feeling like either guilty or just, like you said, having a rough time. And that's really hard. That is really super hard. So you got Sazaltiotl, and this is like the goddess of confessions, the goddess of fertility, the goddess of abundance. She's a goddess of a lot of different things. I don't know if I have an admin watching, but if I do, please get rid of the spammer. But Maryanne, this is a message for you to sit in your own clarity, to sit in your own abundance, and to sit in your own energy right now. Okay, that is a very strong message. I want to remind you that there is no separation in spirit. There is no separation in spirit. Let me say that again. There is no separation in spirit. Spirit is like water and you can't separate it. So you might be separated by the physical world, but you are not separated in spirit. And that is a very important thing for you to understand. I also want to let you know, this is horrible, okay? This is the worst thing that I probably have said all night, Maryanne. But it's very difficult to connect with people who have passed on if you are feeling heavy grief. And so if you are heavy sitting in grief, those people are still so close to you. It's just like you can't see them or you can't feel them. So my message to you would to be to have fun, to have enjoyment, even though that seems impossible or very hard right now, to try to enjoy the things that you remember, okay? Because those memories, that enjoyment, that is how you feel closest to them. They are never far from you. They are never far from you. That is an illusion. They're always right next to you, very close, but you feel like they are far when you are in grief, okay? So that is the message of moving forward. And your clarity card, your energy that moves you forward is the Raven. Okay, so Maryanne, this is a message of, again, connection, but especially magical connection. And so what I would like to pass on to you is is that connection, is that really deep divine connection. And if you can get quiet in your mind and your body and your emotions just for a little while, you will be able to feel that connection really strong, really super strong. Okay. And what I like to do, I like to hold an ancestor altar. So I have an ancestor altar in my house, right next to my bed, actually. And I carry water to my ancestor altar every single day. So I have a mug. It was my favorite mug. I had somebody who I loved, who I lost very recently, a few months ago. And she loved this mug. She was little and I never let her use it. Not very often, maybe once or twice, because I didn't want her to break it. So now I've got this mug and I feel like it's really super significant. And I wash this mug every single day and I put fresh water in it. And this is my way of being close to my ancestors. And sometimes, mothers, families, we lose children, we lose little people, and you're not supposed to, right? I feel like the natural order of life is like, you just like move forward, you grow old, you die, and then your kids die after you. So it's very different if your children pass before you, and it can be very difficult to deal with. So be close to that person, be close to them, maybe by having an ancestor practice, light an incense every day and think about this person, light a candle every day and think about this person, carry water to them every day, think about this person. But the more that you think about them and step away from the grief, the easier it will be to feel that connection. And I hope that that's helpful, Maryanne. I'm thinking about you. Okay. Feel free to PM me if you want to chat more, because like I said, I have been going through that and I do feel led to speak with you. I would offer you that. I would definitely talk to you more if you want to. And please PM on Facebook. I don't know how to get YouTube messages yet. I'm not very tech savvy. But yes, I want to bless you with that. Oh my gosh, these spammers. And Asia says, can you talk to my sister and see if she have anything for me? But if not, I'll just take a card. Hang on, Asia. I like I said before, I don't like to give messages for those who have passed on unless I gain permission first. So let me please see if I can ask that question. Yes, Asia, I will ask that question. I'm going to pull a couple cards for you. Anybody else who is on this stream still, feel free to comment if you would like a reading, and I will get one for you. So we got one reading, or one card, and the second card. Oh, Asia, this is a very deeply important message for you, and a very deeply important message for your spirit, specifically, okay? Specifically for your spirit. The energy that surrounds you is Chalk, god of rain. Chalk, this god, asks you to figure out what is most important in your life, okay? Figure out the things that nurture you, figure out the things that don't nurture you, and get rid of those things that are not feeding you, that are not making your life better actively. If you have things in your life that are harming you, or people in your life that are harming you, or people in your life who you just don't like, get rid of them, okay? But your second card, your clarity, the energy that moves you forward is the deer. Asia, this is a serious reading. When these two cards come together like this is a very serious message that you are being called very deeply from spirit, from the higher power, from your God. You are being called right now, and you must answer that call, okay? And answering that call will help you develop a better connection with those who have passed, okay? Definitely, 100%. As you develop that spiritual intuition, you develop this understanding and this ability to reach out and to connect. And like I said before, like I said before, Asia, it is very good. It is very important for you to step away from grief as much as you can. Sometimes it's hard, difficult, maybe even impossible to do that. But the more that you can step away from that grief, the more that you can be close to those who have passed. They're never far from you, but if you have a lot of grief, it feels like they are miles away. Okay, so I want to bless you with that. But my strong message from the other side, even, I would go as far as to say that is it's time to be more serious about who you are as a spiritual person. If you have altars, nurture them. If you don't, maybe think about setting a couple up. This is a really important time in your life where you have the ability to develop more spiritual connection, more spiritual clarity, and that will help you feel closer. Okay, I promise. It's very incredible, actually. It's very, very freeing to be able to have that spiritual connection and to feel the other connection. It's very helpful also, I think, in processing grief, or at least it helps me. So I hope that that's helpful, Asia. Oh, horrible spammers. I'm just scrolling through spammers. Oh, thank you all for watching this stream, even though we've got the spams. Little Winks ask if they could ask a question. Go for it. Go for it, Little. And Beau comes back to say, could I ask a question and could you give me a message from my father and what he thinks of my sexuality? Sure. I don't know if your father is passed or not, so I'm going to go ahead and just ask if I can ask this question. Okay, I will ask the question, Beau. I will pull a couple cards for you and we will illuminate, bring light to this subject. The answer I got is it's a trick, where I feel like outwardly he could be cool, calm, collected, and outwardly he might be like, yeah, whatever, I'm okay with anything. But inside, I feel like he doesn't know what to do with it. Like, does that sound weird or mean? I just feel like some people, they were born in a different time and they just can't understand the way that the world is today. And I feel like the way the world is today is people are free. People are expressing their lives, or expressing their sexual identities, or, you know, expressing who they really are authentically, like really, like wholly. And that's scary. That's really scary for some older folks. You know, a lot of these older folks were raised in a more oppressive time where they weren't allowed to even explore or think about sexuality in a different or non-traditional manner. So I don't think that he means bad of you at all. I think he still loves you very much, but I think he's kind of like, I don't know what to do with that. Like, he doesn't understand it. And it's not, like I said, it's not anything that he's mean or bad or upset. It's just that he doesn't quite get it. And so there's no ill will or ill feelings there. It's just like, he's like, I don't know. I really don't know about this. So it's nothing bad, you know. People just need a lot of love, a lot of understanding, a lot of space. So as long as this person isn't like overly toxic or mean to you, don't like cut them out or be mean to them. Just try to be open, try to be understanding, and try to provide that constant, you know, love, and that constant just, you know, being there as you would for somebody you love, somebody who is your family. But they just don't understand, you know. It's not that they don't like you, they don't love you or anything. They just don't understand your lifestyle. So try not to internalize that, and try not to feel bad about the fact that they don't understand. Just try to be, you know, yourself authentically. And like I said, if nobody's hurting you, nobody is, you know, making bad choices or making you feel bad, or trying to make you feel bad, that is, then that's fine. You know, if they are hurting you actively, set your boundaries, set your foot down. But yeah, I hope that that's helpful, Beau. Asia says, thank you. I hope that that's helpful. Oh, Beau says that he has passed. People in spirit, it's a little bit different. I still feel like maybe he doesn't understand. You know, we can still connect with our ancestors. I feel like he doesn't understand what's going on. He doesn't get it. But I don't think it's bad, again, like I said. And if you don't have that opportunity to make that connection with him and to talk to him and to, you know, express who you are truly and authentically in the physical world, you can still do that as he has passed, as he is in spirit, okay? So when people are in spirit, it doesn't mean that they're separated from us or they're different from us. They're just not in physical reality. There's no separation in our spirits, though. And our spirits are so big, so much of us, so much more of us than what our body is. And so you still have the ability to make that connection with him, even in spirit. And you still have that ability to tell him who you are, to share your partner, to share your people, to share your friends, to share your lovers with him, to share your lifestyle with him. You can still do that, you know, and a really good way to do that is to set up an ancestor altar. Like I mentioned before in a previous reading, you set up this ancestor altar and you go and talk to them. Talk to them as if they were right in front of you. And I'm telling you, they are right in front of you. There's no separation in spirit. And so you have the ability to still nurse that relationship if you want to. You can do that. And I hope that's helpful, Beau. Little comments and says, how does B feel about me? I will pull some cards for you, Little. Anybody else who is still watching on the stream, feel free to comment and I will get you a reading. If you want to ask a question, that's fine. If you would like to just, you know, have a general reading, that's fine, or maybe about a certain topic or area of your life, go for it. But we're going to go ahead and pull these cards for Little. I think your screen name's super cute, by the way. Little, I am giggling because I am a child, but so you got Sazzle Teodal, and I'll show you this card, right? It says the goddess of sex on this cards. So if you're asking me, how does B feel about me, and you get the goddess of sex, I would go to say, you know, as far to say is that they lust after you. They think you're very desirable. They really like you. And the energy that moves you forward is lizard. Lizard is the symbol of protection, of mastery, and of always doing the things that you want to do. So again, I think I said this before, but don't allow people to, you know, like guilt you into a relationship or make you feel a certain way about a relationship. Just don't do that. It's not very good practice, and it leads to inauthentic relationships. So be very strong with yourself, be very authentically yourself, set good boundaries. But I would say that this person is interested in you at the very least. So see where that goes. You know, keep an open mind. But I like to give the advice to also play things a little bit slow. There's nothing wrong with taking your time and having fun in that experience. So I hope that that's helpful a little. And a DamnCoffee comments, it says, a ghosted by a male Leo who struggles with sexuality or with his sexuality. He's engaging to a Gemini female. What is the future of their connection? Will he return to me? I'm a Sag male, possibly a soulmate connection. I feel like this comes up probably every reading, DamnCoffee, but I have this idea about soulmates and twin flames, and I feel like sometimes people are put in your life to inspire you, and like when you meet this person, it's like electric shocks. You're like, oh my gosh, this is really great. I love this type of connection. But sometimes those people are not your lifetime partners. They're not a long-term interest in your life. Sometimes they are, but sometimes they aren't. Sometimes they're just there to teach you things about yourself, to teach you things about life, and to teach you, you know, how to grow. You know, a lot of times these people are so similar to us that they just trigger us 100% of the time. So be careful what you wish for in terms of getting somebody who you feel like might be a twin flame or a soulmate connection. It might not be exactly what you think it is. So yeah, take that with a grain of salt, my friend. But I'm going to go ahead and I will pull a couple cards for this particular situation. DamnCoffee. I love your screen name too. You guys are great with all these fun screen names. Are you feeling it now? Mr. Krabs hasn't commented in a while. So they used to comment on the streams quite a bit a couple weeks ago. And I felt like that was a really good screen name. That probably wins. But DamnCoffee, we're going to go ahead and pull these cards and read them for you now. So the energy that surrounds you is the Wolf card. And the Wolf card is talking about self-mastery. And I strongly feel like this is a message that this person is not the right person for you, at least not at this time. Okay. So I'm not saying it can never happen, but I'm saying right now this person is struggling, and they're kind of trying to figure out what they think and what they believe, what they enjoy, really. And it's just not clear. It's not clear. And we talked about sexuality and identity and things like that, I think maybe in the last reading or 2 readings ago. And understand that a lot of people are still very oppressed and just don't understand things, or they're just not comfortable with things, not because that's not their true identity or expression, but just because that's not the way they were raised, or that's not the way they were brought up, or they're afraid of what their family might think of them. And of course, I'm probably preaching to the choir with this, but I'm sure you understand all of the nuances about this. But a lot of times people just struggle, and sometimes you don't want to be intertwined or wrapped up in that struggle, right? Sometimes it's okay, but sometimes it's like, oh man, you're struggling a lot, and I feel like I'm struggling when I'm around you. So just remember to be in good energy and alignment and balance with yourself, because I feel like that is the best way to attract harmonious partners. And your clarity card, the energy that moves you forward, DamnCoffee, is the bat. Oh, we just got a bunch of people watching the stream. If you guys are tuning into this, feel free to comment, and I would love to get you a reading. But DamnCoffee, you got the bat for your clarity card, the energy that moves you forward. Remember, the bat is this message of sweetness, okay? Sweetness in your life. So this is a message to you that now is the time for you to sample sweetness. And this might be going off and having, you know, new relationships, new partners, new experiences with love, new experiences with friends. Maybe it's time for you to travel to new places, but go and sample the things that are sweet in your life. And don't worry about other people who struggle, because if it's meant to be, they will eventually come back around and it will be meant to be. But if it's not, that's okay too. Go sample sweetness and figure out if that's what you really want in life. Maybe you think you want that right now, and maybe you don't really want that. Maybe you go out and sample sweetness and you find something else much sweeter. So I hope that that's helpful, Coffee. Morgen just jumped on and Ruth jumped on. So I will read for Ruth first, and then I will read for Morgen. And like I said, anybody who just jumped on the stream, feel free to comment, and I will get you a reading. If you want a specific topic, or you have a certain question or something like that, feel free to put that in the comments, and I'll go ahead and I'll get back to you. DamnCoffee says thank you. You're very welcome, Coffee. I hope that's helpful. Does this person still like me, or has he moved on? Or or another girl that wants to be with him? Or is there another girl? Is that what you mean, Ruth? I'm going to go ahead and just pull a couple cards to illuminate on this message. Like I said, anybody in the stream right now, please comment and I will get your reading. But we'll read for Ruth right now. Ruth, you got the hawk in the energy that surrounds you. And the hawk is a message of very swift messages. So I would very much suspect that you will get a very like slap in the face confirmation of what you desire, like this weekend or at the very latest, like early next week. I don't feel like I'm supposed to tell you that. I feel like this is supposed to be a reveal, and this is something that will unfold in your life. Okay. This answer is not for me, but you will get a message on this situation very shortly. I would expect within a week. The hawk is a message of very fast messages, like you're getting very quick communication. And then your energy, your clarity card that moves you forward is the deer. The deer is a message of healing. So regardless of how the situation plays out, you are going to experience healing from this, or you're going to gain clarity in a way that you maybe you didn't have before. You know, maybe this person isn't exactly who you think they are, and maybe you get clarity of that in the next week. Or maybe this person is all that you could dream of, and you get clarity of that next week. But either way, I expect more clarity to arrive to you in a message very shortly, Ruth. And I hope that's helpful. Okay, Jennifer says, would love a card reading. Thank you, Jennifer, for commenting. I'll go ahead and get that for you. And then Beau commented, and then Nichole. And just be patient with me if you did comment. I will read for you, but just be kind. It does take me a minute to get through readings because I really try to connect with people's energy and give the best readings that I can. So go ahead and read for Jennifer. And Jennifer, the energy that surrounds you. Wow. Wow. Okay, so you guys read the description. You know I am giving animal messages tonight. This is an animal deck. It's a 40 card deck. 32 cards are animals, and 8 cards are deities. And so, Jennifer, you got 2 deities in this message. You got 2. So this is a strong message, like the clouds opening up and God literally reaching out through the clouds to speak to you and to give you this message. This is very, very important to your life. This is very important to your energy and to everything that moves you forward and gives you good alignment. Okay, this is very important. So the energy that surrounds you is the Lord of the Princess. Okay. So this means that, again, this is like a what comes around goes around. Like you have put in a lot of work, and you've put in so much work that maybe you feel a little bit burnt out, or maybe you feel a little bit unsure. You feel like, oh man, I've been working so much and I just feel like I can't catch a break. I just can't get things to shift and move in this direction. If you feel like that, the Lord of the Princess means that things are coming around. All of that work that you put in is going to come around. And like I said, today is a new Tricania, which is a new 13-day period in the sacred calendar in the Tonopoluwali. This is an energy of Tricania about taking power, about stepping into your own power, about moving forward in energy and alignment with yourself. So this is a really good, just with a calendar, with what's going on energetically in the world and the cosmos, and getting this reading, this tells me that things are shifting in really big ways for you. Do not get discouraged. That would be my message to you. Be tenacious. You are almost there, like almost, like right there, okay? And your energy that moves you forward is Asili, the divine stone. Asili is this message of always continuing to work, okay? So I'm telling you right now, a breakthrough. Breakthrough is on the way for you. Really big break in like I said, the clouds opening up and just everything moving for you, clicking into place, that kind of thing. But you have to keep working. That is what Asili says. That's what the divine stone says. You have to keep sharpening and refining. You have to keep at it. But you're almost there. You're almost there. So that's a really good message, a really good omen. I don't see anything bad in that reading, anything bad when I connect to your energy at all. I just feel like things are shifting into place, and you do feel burnout right now, but things will shift for you. Things will shift. I hope that's helpful. Ruth gave me a crazy face and says, thank you. I hope that helps, Ruth. And Jennifer says, thank you. Yes, you're very welcome. And let me scroll back up. I want to make sure I don't skip anybody. If I have skipped anybody, just feel free to comment again and I'll get back to you. Anybody else who is on the stream, feel free to comment and I will read for you as well. But Beau says, is moving to California right for me? I'm going to head to bed soon and you love the live. Thank you, Beau. If you love it, please do subscribe. I am live on Thursdays, 7 Central Time. So it depends on where you live, huh? But is moving to California right for me? Let's see, Beau. Let's consult the cards, consult the oracle, and see what the cards have to say about this move. Okay, so Beau, this is a message. So your energy that surrounds you is the wolf, okay? Remember, wolves are pack animals, okay? I strongly feel like this means that you need to find your pack, all right? So if you feel like you have a pack, you have like a good support system, you have friends, you have people that you enjoy wherever you're at, stay there. If you feel like you could find your pack in California, then go, okay? So this ultimately, it rests on you. Where is your pack? Where is your, for lack of a better word, where is your tribe? You know, where are your people? Where are the people that make you feel alive? Where are the people that support you in your life? Where are these people who make your soul feel like it is on fire in the best way possible? Where are they? Are they here or are they in California? I don't know. You got to figure this out for yourself. You know, the energy that moves you forward is the deer. I suggest that after further thought, after further reflection, that you will gain clarity and peace on this decision. Okay. But like I said, it's very important that you find your pack, find your family, find your, I know family is not necessarily people you were born to, right? Family is anybody who is there for you and loves you unconditionally. Okay. And so I hope that helps. Okay. We've got Nichole. We'll go ahead and pull a reading for Nichole. Jennifer said, thanks for the validation. Finch commented and said, oh, did you mention Selly? I don't know what that means. Did you mean Callie? I did mention Callie. And then Morgan commented, and then Amanda commented. Hang on, I'll get to all of you. But I'm going to go ahead and read for Nichole. Hi, Nichole. I hope you're doing well tonight. And I'm going to shuffle these cards and get a couple cards for you. Like I said, if anybody is watching and you still want some sort of message, you want some sort of, guidance, or you have some sort of questions, you want clarity, go ahead and comment. Okay, Nichole. This one's kind of important too. You got one of the deity cards. The deities are pretty big energy. The first card, the energy that surrounds you, okay, is the butterfly. What is butterfly, right? What do butterflies do? Butterflies are fat, weird-looking worms that eat plants, and then they wrap themselves up in a hard shell. They liquidate, they turn into goo, and then one day they emerge terrifyingly from this hard, crispy shell into this beautiful, floating, weird thing. Man, life is strange. So what this tells me right now is you are in the process of goo. You've turned into goo. So you're probably going through a lot right now. You're experiencing a lot of transformation. This might be a really dark point for you, or maybe you're going to experience a really dark point soon. So make sure that you surround yourself with good people. If you are experiencing transformation, if you're experiencing change, if you're experiencing a radical upheaval of your life and you are changing and shifting things into a better alignment for what you want to do, surround yourself with good people. Surround yourself with people who are going to help you, who are going to benefit you, who are going to clap for you, who are going to be there for you when you're having a rough time. That's a very important message. You need to find, again, like I said in that last reading, find your people, find your pack, find your family, find your people who will support you. That's a very important, very, very strong message for you, Nichole. Your clarity card, the energy that moves you forward, is Chuck. Remember, Chuck is the god of rain, the god of fertility, the god of all things that grow, okay? And so Chuck asks you a very serious question. Oh, no. This is very serious. Hang on a second. My laptop is going to die. Oh, no. And I am sitting in front of the drawer that holds my... Ooh, very good. Oh, I'm too old for this. But... Hang on a second. Chalk asks you a very important question about your life, right? Chalk asks you, what is important in your life? What is important in your experience? And what is harming you? What is taking away from your energy? What is taking away from your experience? And how can you get rid of it? Right? So if you're going through a lot of transformation, you're probably very hyper aware of this, that some people who come into your existence are not meant for you. They are meant to be a lesson. They are meant to teach you something. They are meant to... enliven your awareness. but they are not meant for you. They're not meant for you long term. Okay, this is just how life works. We have all these flying parts and cooperative components, and sometimes people step in and then they step out. So be okay with setting good boundaries and with being in good alignment with yourself and with letting go of those things that do not serve you. This is a very important message for you, though. You're in the process of metamorphosis, so be gentle, be kind with yourself. If you like it, if you think it's pretty, you might get yourself an obsidian stone, maybe wear it on your neck, or keep it with you on your person in a pocket, something like that. But obsidian is a very good stone for making decisions, for life changes, and for working through transformation. So think about obsidian. It's just a beautiful stone. Actually, show and tell. Hang on. I got this really cool obsidian knife. And it's not sharp. It's just like a ceremony knife, but it's so beautiful. And it's like shiny. I just think it's so cool. And it's a skull on this side. But I love witchy stuff. My poor husband, I just bring home all this stuff and he's like, cool. And then he buys me more weird stuff. He's just the best. But I hope that that's helpful, Nichole. Be kind to yourself. Be gentle. Transformation is not easy. And you're goop. You're goop. So this is a scary time, right? You're learning new things and new ways of life. Morgan says, could you draw a couple of cards if you have the chance? Absolutely, Morgan. And let's see. Amanda commented. Heidi commented. Oh, Finch, Cecilia. Maybe Finch. If you feel like she's here, then she's probably here. I feel like she's always with me, but. Hey, Beau. Beau asked if I have any sort of donation service. I do. I just have to find the link. I am not good at like being a business person and like making people pay me and that kind of thing. But I do have like a PayPal. So maybe I can post that later. If you check on the links of this later, I will post the PayPal. I don't have enough subscribers to get super chats and things like that on YouTube. So if you guys could subscribe to my YouTube and like share it with your friends, when I get like 1,000 subscribers, I'll be able to get super chats so you can actually send me money for readings and things like that. I just need 600 more subscribers. And I got a lot tonight. I haven't checked the count yet, but that would be really helpful. I have to make it to 1,000 before I can get the super chats. And I'm super excited about it. So thank you all for being here. Even though I don't have that kind of stuff. I'm not big and fancy yet, so I appreciate you. But we're going to go ahead and read for Morgan right now. We'll read for Morgan, and then Amanda, and then Heidi. Okay. Here's a couple cards. Oh, Morgan. Another warning. Oh my gosh. I have pulled like 8 warnings tonight, or maybe a little bit more. I feel like there's like I said before, like the energy is like building up and it's about to pop for a lot of people. So this is a warning card for you, Morgan. And the energy that surrounds you is the monkey. And the monkey is like this message of wisdom. It's like a message of like teaching, lessons, that kind of energy, okay? And so what this tells me is you're about to enter a life choice maybe or experience that is going to teach you a lot. It's going to teach you a lot, okay? And so when you're in this process of being taught, sometimes it's not fun. Sometimes the lessons we learn are like, oh my gosh, that's a really rough lesson. Okay. So the rattlesnake is the energy card, the clarity that moves you forward. So this really tells me that it's time to be very good, very clear, and very aware of the things that you're doing. I don't know. I feel like this is business for some reason. I feel like you're about to get into like a business contract or something like that. And like, you're going to bite off more than you can chew. So be nice to yourself and just be aware as you're doing consults and things like that. And maybe be extra aware of potential problems. I feel like sometimes when you bid for jobs and things like that, you just don't realize how much work it's actually going to be. And I feel like maybe an opportunity like that is presenting itself to you now or sometime in the future. So just be aware, charge your worth, that kind of thing. And I feel like you're going to get a job that's going to be a real pain in the you-know-what. But it's not going to be bad. It's always like a learning experience. And this is going to teach you this experience, this particular person or client or contract is going to teach you how to better refine your business. And that's what difficult clients do. You know, people are only difficult because your systems aren't good. And that might be a harsh message, but that's something that I have very strongly learned just being a business owner myself. If you have a poor system, if you have a poor intake, if you have a poor like means of collecting payment or communicating with your clients, I mean, that's on you. You know, when problems arise, and they do, that's on you. And take accountability and responsibility for that as a business owner. That's one of the really beautiful, amazing things about being a business owner. If you're just starting something, or even if you've been in business for a long time, when people complain or when people are difficult, it helps you figure out how to better streamline your services and streamline your business in a way that fits your lifestyle, you know? So think about that. Think about ways that you can plan more and be more streamlined and efficient, especially in your business and your projects. I think that will help you. And we'll go ahead and read for Amanda now. She says, just curious if my homesteading and holistic life is right. I feel better, but I miss my massage business. Yeah, I feel that, Amanda. I tried to step away from body work for a couple months, and I was like, I don't know, I just felt like something is missing in my life, you know? And I really feel like I'm a good body worker. I really do help people get out of pain, and I enjoy it. But I was working 7 days a week this time last year. And I was recovering from COVID. You know, I got COVID in March last year, and I was super sick. I was sick for a long time. I ended up going back to work May, June. And I went right back to work 6-7 days a week. And you cannot do that. You cannot do that. You have to have good balance. So if you are, and before even pulling any cards, but if you are looking to get back into your massage therapy business, maybe you can start doing mobiles 1 day a week, or maybe you can, if that's legal in whatever state you're at, or maybe you can, you know, work for a spa or something like that 1 day a week, so that you're not overwhelmed and you can just kind of help people out. Another really good, you know, option for people who are specifically in massage business is Zeal, and Zeal does pay pretty well, and it is just work on, you know, whenever you want to work. So think about that. If you really do want to get back into it, then get back into it, you know. But I'll go ahead and pull some messages for you, and be patient with me. Anybody else who commented, I will get to you. Like I said before, if you are in need of a reading and you're watching this stream, feel free to comment and I will get that for you. Hang on there, Amanda. I dropped my cards. Actually, I dropped 2, so these are yours. So Amanda, the first card that falls out is the hummingbird. Okay, and the hummingbird is this message of tenacity, right? It's this message of the warrior, that you are the warrior. You are the warrior, okay? And you always act in authenticity to yourself. And if you don't, you feel the repercussions of it, and you do it next time for damn sure, right? But this is a message of tenacity. It's a message of keeping up. This message could go either way. I strongly feel like, you know, I said it before earlier in this list of readings, but I strongly feel like you're wasting. Is my thing charging? Okay, it is. You're wasting your life if you are not doing the thing that brings you most joy. So if doing the homestead thing and homeschooling your children and all of that interaction is what brings you joy, then do that. If maybe starting your massage business up and working, like I said, 1 day a week is what's going to bring you joy, then do that. Or if, you know, just saying, screw this, I am not doing this homesteading thing, it's a lot of work, and just going full time in a massage place or opening your own massage business, that's great. That's perfect. So the message really here is to stand so strong in what you want to do. You've got the badger here. And the badger is a message. It's also a warning card, but it's a message of foolishness specifically. So don't be foolish, okay? You might have been thinking about this for some time, but I suggest you think about it a little longer. You know, really think about what is going to promote balance in your life, what is going to help you, what is going to make things better for you. Think about that, okay? Think about that. And don't act right away. Don't act now, but be thinking about it. Set things in motion. Right now, you're in a planning period where you're going to gather your resources, gather your cooperative components, and figure out what you really want to do, what really lights your soul on fire. You're going to figure it out, and then you're going to do it. Do not act before you know, right? You got to figure out what you want, and then you act, and make sure that you really want it. You know, there's nothing wrong with waiting a while. I've got a bunch of tattoos. You can't see them tonight, but I waited to get tattoos until I was 26 years old. I got my first tattoo when I was 26 because I knew when I was a kid, when I was 18, 19, 20 even, that I was going to get really horrible tattoos that I would not agree with today. You know, I was born and raised in the 90s, and tribal tattoos were really popular back then. And that was like the epitome of tattoos and the epitome of being a cool person. If I would have gotten tattoos at 18, I would have gotten tribal tattoos. And I am very like hyper aware of cultural appropriation and insensitivity now. And I would never get a tribal tattoo now. So what I'm saying here is don't get a tribal tattoo, and just chill right now and gather your resources and really figure out what you want before you move. Because some moves are permanent and some moves alter your life and existence forever. So be aware of that. And we'll go ahead and read for Heidi now. Spirit messages. Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pull these cards for you, Heidi. And like I said, anybody who is still watching the stream, feel free to comment. If you have commented, I will get to you. So just be patient with me. Just wait a minute. Okay. Yes, Heidi. You get a warning message tonight as well. Oh my goodness. Lots of warnings. I don't think warnings are bad, by the way. I just think it means that there's a ripple in energy that's coming towards you, and not necessarily bad, but maybe you have some lessons ahead. But the energy card that surrounds you right now is Sazaltiodal, which is like this abundance goddess, abundance, fertility, that kind of thing. Being aware of who you really are and being honest with yourself. That's what this is about. Maybe you're not being honest with yourself. Maybe you're not being honest with yourself in terms of who you are in the material world, like what you're doing with your career physically, or what you do with your body, or what you do with your money. So this is time to reevaluate the material world right now, because the clarity card, the energy that moves you forward, is the rattlesnake. Okay. So what this tells me is that specifically in the material world, whether that's your body or your money, or I mean, maybe even business, you're not doing things quite right, and you might end up seeing some sort of problem in the future. But I mean, I just said this to Morgen during her reading. You know, when you have issues like this in your life, whether it's business or not, usually issues are on you, and it's up to you to figure out how to make those issues not happen again. You know, it's up to you to change your systems or to do things just a little bit differently to figure out how to make things smooth and streamlined. So if you experience problems that happen, you know, in the next 2-ish weeks, just take them with a grain of salt. Do not take them personally, and use those problems, use those complaints, use those issues to streamline your business or to streamline yourself, to make yourself more better, more efficient, more emotionally balanced. So, you know, expect some rocky waves. That happens sometimes in life, and that's okay. But just chill through it. I think that's the best way to get through rocky times. But yeah, expect that that maybe now is the time to reevaluate how you've been doing things for a while. I hope that's helpful. CC says, could you read for my love life? Absolutely. Amanda says she'll have her daughter subscribe. Thank you. I believe that. Hey, Beau, if you're still watching this, Jacoby is one of my personal friends. And if she sends you a payment link, that actually is my link. Just so you know. And let's see. CC love. Yep. Okay, CC, I'm going to go ahead and read for you now, and we'll go ahead and pull a couple cards. And like I said, be kind, be patient to me if you're still watching the stream, and I will get back to you. Okay, CC. So you got the iguana. Okay, the iguana for the energy that surrounds you. I'll show you this. Look at this. This animal is like bathed in fire. It is very beautiful, regal. Yeah, a very beautiful and regal animal. It is an animal that represents majesty in your life. So this says to me that you deserve to be treated like royalty. CC, I don't know your gender by your screen name or by your little bit of your profile picture that I can see, but it doesn't matter whether you're male, female, whatever, however you identify, it doesn't matter. You deserve to be treated like royalty. You deserve to be treated like a king or like a queen. Okay. You deserve to be treated at that level. That is what you should be seeking in your life. You should be seeking this person that treats you like royalty, like you are hot stuff. That's what you deserve. That's what we all deserve. So that is what this card tells me. I don't know if that means that maybe you had some things maybe in the recent past where you're like, oh, I'm not being treated well, I am leaving. If you have, good for you. Congratulations. If you are maybe in a relationship right now where you don't feel like you're being treated like royalty, it might be time to reevaluate. But the energy that moves you forward is the rabbit. And so again, the rabbit is this message of like rest, of like healing, of like respite, of like recovery. And so what this says to me, like in terms of love, is that you are very powerful. I feel like you have like a lot of like, this is silly, but like spiritual connection, or maybe like ancestors that are like really close to you. Like you have a lot of power, like you've got a lot of hands on your back, which is really super good. Not everybody's got such a strong rooting and spiritual connection. So this is really good for you, Cece, particularly. So what I'm thinking here right now is that it might be time to lean more into your spirituality and develop that I don't want to say self-worth, but develop that idea that you deserve to be treated like royalty. And as you deserve to be treated this way, you will find somebody else who wants to exchange energy in a way where they will treat you like royalty. They will treat you really well. They will treat you really well. And you are in the process of shifting, changing, becoming, manifesting. And that relationship is on the way. Definitely. It's on the way. I don't know if this is, soon, this is next week, or if this is in a few months or maybe next year, but this energy is almost like stacking, building, and is coming towards you. Just remember your own worth, your own self-worth, and you deserve to be treated well. Above anything else, you deserve to be treated well. There's no reason to be in a committed relationship with somebody who doesn't treat you well. If you're into that kind of thing and you like to have fun with people for a little while, that's super great and that's fun. I just think you should have fun however you want, and I don't judge people for the choices they make. But if you're in a serious relationship, make sure you're treated well. Make sure you're treated very well. Yeah, I hope that's helpful. Nichole says, thank you very much. You're very welcome. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate you. Joanne says she would like a reading. Gail says she would like a reading. Beau says he would like a reading. Finch is also one of my personal friends. So she posted a payment link in the comments. That is my payment link if you'd like to send me some dollars. Admin, I don't know if you're watching. We've got a spammer on YouTube. X-Zena, you commented down a while, and you asked, can you be added? I do not have any like list or anything like that. Just comment. If you have a question or anything like that, just go ahead and I will read that for you. But we're going to go ahead and read for Joanne right now. And like I said, be patient, be kind with me. If you are waiting for a reading, I will read for you. I'm not feeling tired at all tonight, so I don't mind staying on the stream a little bit longer. I might leave or like mute my microphone a minute and yell at my children or my husband or somebody to bring me some water, because that would be nice. Usually my partner admins for me, and he's really busy right now. I mentioned this in the past couple streams, but we are moving into an RV because we're wild and we want to live in a life of adventure and travel. And so he's working to like totally remodel an RV. He's amazing human. So he's been working very hard, and he's not admitting tonight because he is working for us. So that's wonderful. But Joanne, you said you would like a reading. Let's go ahead and get you that reading now. I pulled 2 cards for you. The energy that surrounds you is this iguana card. So again, this iguana is this message of majesty, of royalty. And so you have this energy around you of royalty. I don't know if this means that you are maybe you're like a graceful, a beautiful floating spirit in this world. Like you're very beautiful. I don't mean like conventionally beautiful. Maybe you are conventionally beautiful. I don't know. I haven't seen you, but I don't feel like I should make judgments like that. But some people have just a beauty and a grace about them, and they are able to walk into a room and to make everybody else feel good and to make everybody else feel beautiful. You are a beatifier, Joanne. Okay, you are a beatifier, which means that you are a person who is on the earth, and everything you do is beautiful. Everything that you touch is beautiful. Everyone that you share with is beautiful, and you create beauty in all of your steps. And that's very beautiful. Not everybody is like that. I don't see myself as a beatifier. I see myself as somebody who's really good at like communication and things like that, but I'm not good at making things look or feel pretty. So that's not one of my gifts. So this is a message to lean into your gifts, your spiritual gifts. And I strongly feel like you should look at, are you a beatifier? Are you somebody who makes the world beautiful? Are you somebody who makes your community beautiful? And if so, it might be time to step into that. And your clarity card, the energy that moves you forward, is the rattlesnake. And again, we've pulled this card a couple times. This is a warning, okay? This is a warning that you're not being 100% authentic to yourself. Okay, so you are beautiful. You are a beatifier. You do create beauty and joy everywhere that you walk, but you don't know it. You don't exactly realize it yet. You don't realize your fullness and your potential. You don't realize that the silly, simple, insignificant things that you do to say hi to somebody or to compliment somebody or just to simply walk into a room and to show up, you are creating so much impact, so much potential, so much positive energy and change for everybody around you, and you don't even know it. Something that seems like is so easy, so normal, so natural for you is actually like radical for other people. It is radical. So you, my friend, you have a gift. You have a gift. And now is the time. The rattlesnake is this warning card for you, right? Now is the time for you to tune into that gift, to step into that gift and to step into that power. So just know from this one simple card reading that you are a beatifier and that you deserve to feel worth it, to feel like that. And I hope that is helpful. This is a really strong indication, strong, clear message to step into your power for all the things that you enjoy doing and all the things that you are very good at. And I hope that's helpful, Joanne. Go ahead and read for Gail, sorry. The letters are real tiny. It's real hard to see, Gail. But I'll go ahead and pull a card for you as well, Gail. Thank you. And here's that one and one more. There we go. Oh goodness, Gail. Another warning. We're getting so many warnings tonight. Like I said, I feel like this is an energy. Like, again, the energy is locked and loaded and it's about to just explode for a lot of people. So that's okay. That's okay. I actually just pulled this exact spread a couple of readings ago, but your card that is the energy that surrounds you is the butterfly. The butterfly is this message of transformation, Gail. So what this means is you are going through transformation right now, and you are just becoming a different person, and this might be a difficult time for you. So be kind to yourself. And then the energy that moves you forward is the rattlesnake. So again, this is a warning. This is a warning that you're not quite doing life the way that you should, the way that is authentic to you, the way that would bring you the most joy. So this, Gail, is a message for you to step into your own power, your own authenticity, and yes, and to really, really be truly authentically yourself, okay? And that is the best way to move forward with intention and to move forward with transformation, right? And also, don't be afraid to say goodbye or to let go of people, places, situation, careers, things that do not serve you, do not serve this new person that you are becoming, okay? I hope that helps, Gail. And let's see. Beau says, should I stress about my future and plan it out so it falls the way I want, or should I let the pieces fall into place with just a little push from myself? Beau, I would say you make space in your life and the universe rises to meet you, but I can pull a couple of cards if you would like. I'll go ahead and do that. And don't mind these spammers. If you see people spamming in the comments, just report them. Just report them to Facebook or YouTube and tell the algorithm that they're spamming. That is not nice to jump on other people's feeds and spam. But Beau, I will pull a couple of these cards for you. Beau, these are strong cards, underworld cards. The card right here, this is the energy that surrounds you. This is the owl. The owl is a message of the underworld. It is a message of transformation. And you can see this owl. He is actually losing his feathers. He is molting. So this tells me you shouldn't stress. This deeply tells me don't stress or you'll lose your hair, literally. So be kind to yourself and do not stress about this. And the energy that moves you forward is Chak again. Chak is god of rain, the god of everything that grows. So how do you make things grow in your life? The answer is don't stress about it. Do not stress about everything that you are doing. And if you make space in your life, the universe will rise to meet you. Again, I said that even before I pulled the cards, but it's very true. It's very relevant. Chalk also tells you to get rid of the things that are not good for you. You know what's good for you. You know the people that are good for you. You know the places, the jobs. You know what's good for you. So what you need to do is figure out what's good for you, love it fiercely, and it will proliferate. It will create more in your life and in your experience. The universe always rises to meet you when you make space. So make space. And maybe this is you physically making space. Maybe you go and you clean out your closet, you clean out your house, you get rid of papers and clutter. And as you make space in your house, you make space in the rest of your life. So remember that what you do outside is also a reflection of what you do inside as well. And I hope that's helpful. Amanda Busana says that's my luck. Oh, I'm sorry, Amanda. I think that's everybody's luck, honestly. Morgen also commented my payment link. That actually is my payment link. If you would like to send me a little bit of money, yeah, look at Morgen or Finch, or I think Jacoby also posted it. Oh, Steph comments and says, good morning from Australia, and thank you for sharing. Would love a reading. Yes, Steph, I'll go ahead and read for you. Real quick, Amanda says, I was 33 when I got my first and grew up Southern Baptist. I get it. Thank you. You got your first what? I'm not sure what that means, but I hope that the reading was helpful. And then X-Zena commented, I'll go ahead and read for you. Cece said, thank you. You're very welcome. Somebody is spamming on Facebook. Friends, like real life friends, if you would like to admin on my streams and you usually tune in and watch, please send me a private message because I could use more admins, especially in times when my husband is busy with the kids or just busy in general, because he's usually my only admin. So if you would like to admin for me, please message, and that would be very helpful in keeping spammers under tow. Okay, so we are going to read for Steph. Thank you for tuning in from Australia. That is super fun. I've never been even out of my country. I live in the USA right now, but I am going to travel my country starting in a couple weeks here. So that'll be really super fun. I don't know if I'll talk about it on this channel. I'm sure it will influence me and my energy though, and that's going to be really super fun. Even though I'm going to be traveling pretty much full time, I will still do streams on Thursday nights at 7. And I do try to do streams on the new moon and the full moon if I have the energy and if I feel like that's a good idea. Sometimes, like the last new moon on Tuesday, I was like, nope, it is not. I'm not in the good energy or alignment or awareness to be able to do this. So I just didn't go live. You have to be in a good energy to do that. Just remember that. So I'm never live unless I have good energy, people. I spend usually Thursdays like chilling and doing things that I want to do. So that really helps with my energy. So I always go live on Thursdays. But let's go, Steph. We've got 2 cards for you, my friend. And so the energy that surrounds you is the Ocelot. This is a message of soft feet. Does that make sense? Like soft energy, kind of like slowly creeping towards you. It's the energy of like secrets, of mystery. And so I feel like you are entering this time period in your life where you are going to be uncovering a lot of information, whether that is spiritual information or maybe you're going to be starting some sort of workshop or school. This is a very good time for you to learn new things. And so I think that that is really wonderful. That might be a good energy and alignment for you to look for. So look for inspiration in learning. If you have already signed up for some sort of class or course or workshop, I think that that is a very good omen for you. If you have not, look for inspiration. If that is, on somebody's YouTube channel, or if that is a book that you find maybe in a bookstore, or if you find some sort of course that is really good for you and you're like, yes, this is what I want. It is the time to jump, and it is time to improve yourself by learning more things. And the energy that moves you forward is the quail. And so the quail is a message of healing. And real quick, I wanted to tell you a really fun story. So I do a lot of things in health and wellness in my personal life, like in my real job, I guess you could say. And so I do like body work. I work at a medical massage clinic. And I'm also a doula. And so the really cool thing about doulas, and I've met hundreds of them, I actually train them. Doulas are like these pregnancy support companions who help mothers when they give birth. They help with education and support. And doulas are really wonderful for the maternity care system. They're really wonderful. A lot of people become doulas because they have traumatic birth experiences. So like they have a bad experience and then they want to change the world for themselves. And so these people become doulas or become helpers or supporters or teachers in some other way. And this might be your path. I'm not saying that you should become a doula. I'm saying what you should do is you should do learning on what hurts you, do learning on your pain, and figure out how to help other people either avoid that pain or lessen that pain. And that can be a really good healing experience for you too. So I really feel like now is the time to learn more. Now is a good omen, a good energy for you to be receptive and to really change your life and to change other people's lives with what you uncover. So good luck with that, Steph. X says, does Stephen miss being with me? Thank you. Let us pull some cards and illuminate this situation. And anybody else who is joining on the stream, feel free to comment, and I would love to get your reading. Let's see, Zena. That's one message, and let me get another card. Warnings. Warnings, more warnings. So your energy that surrounds you is the deer. The deer for you, this is significant of your own healing journey, okay? So you are stepping into energy, into an alignment that is built for your healing. I don't think this person is for you. The energy that moves you forward is the skunk. The skunk is bad things. The skunk is warnings. The skunk is getting too close and getting hurt. So this could be a really good message that now is a time to step back, to really just enjoy your existence, to enjoy what you love, to, I said this earlier in one of the other readings, but like go find a hobby or just go find something that you absolutely love doing. And maybe you meet somebody while you're doing this amazing hobby, this amazing thing that you really love to do. But this person is not for you at this specific time. I feel like when other people hurt you, they don't really think about it and they don't really care. And then you're stuck thinking about it a lot. So this could be a good opportunity for you to maybe do a cord cutting ceremony or some sort of binding ceremony to kind of like release yourself from that energy and to move forward and to find clarity and healing. And I hope that helps. Auntie Murda says, hey, how are you? Liked and subscribed. Hey, Auntie Murda, I'm glad that you're here on the stream. If you'd like a reading, feel free to comment. I absolutely love to do readings, and I'm live every Thursday. Steph says, as much as my energy is good and strong, I also have this one bad energy hanging over me, and it tends to take over when things are good. I feel like it's hanging over and it's waiting for me. That's what Steph says. And we just read for Steph a minute ago. And yeah, Steph, what is that bad energy? Is that you? Is that your alignment? Is that your attraction? Is that a limiting belief that you haven't uncovered yet? Or is that thing that hangs over you? Or is that some sort of lesson? And that lesson just keeps repeating in your experience until you're ready to release it. I strongly feel like now is not the time for release. You still have more to learn about this specific situation. And that's okay. Things keep repeating in our lives just because we're meant to learn things from them. We're meant to grow. We're meant to be stronger. We're meant to be different. And these things help us. These things help us, even if they're hurtful or if they are heavy. So I hope that helps, Steph. Beau says, before I sleep, could you pull a few cards on sleep health? I don't know what that means. I'll pull one card for you, Beau, and we'll see. Beau, the card I picked was deer. And look, there's night, there's a moon, and there's a deer just chilling in the eclipse and the sun. Beau, the energy of the deer is of rest. So go to sleep. I hope that's helpful. And let's see. Okay, my friends, Ariel Jones comments from Facebook. She says she would love a reading. This will be the last private reading that I do for people, and then I will go ahead and do one last general reading, and we'll wrap up for the night. But thank you so much, Ariel. I'm glad that you guys joined. I'm glad everybody joined. And let's go ahead and pull a couple cards for you. So, Ariel. All right, Ariel, the Sentiodal is your energy card, the clarity card or the energy that surrounds you. Okay, and that is Sentiodal is the God, the one God, almost like the Great Spirit, the God of like abundance, of harvest, of corn, of all things that are good in your life, of all things that are plentiful. And so when Sentiodal comes up in the energy that surrounds you, it really means that Great Spirit is here for you. Like you have so much energy, resource, connection around you, and not everybody has that, or not everybody can feel that more aptly. Okay, so be grateful. Be grateful this opportunity that you're presented to have this connection with spirit, because a lot of people are stuck longing for that connection or live without it, and they don't even know what they're missing. So you have a lot of opportunity for spiritual connection right now, and that is something that you should definitely explore further. Definitely, 100%. Your clarity card, the energy that moves you forward, is the dog. Okay, Ariel, the dog is a message of trips, like journeys, I mean. So this feels like to me that you should seek out a traditional healer, an earth-based healer, a spirit healer, a soul healer, a shaman, somebody like that. Seek out somebody like that who can help lead you on maybe a shamanic journey, on a guided meditation. But I strongly feel like you're being called to spiritual connection right now. You have a lot of like protection and energy in your life, which is really super good. But now might be the time to take another step forward, to do a ceremony, or like I said, a guided meditation, some sort of shamanic journey, and to figure out what your purpose is, or to figure out what you're really supposed to be doing in life. I strongly feel like there's a message somewhere out there waiting for you, and you just have to be a little bit crafty to receive it. So I hope that that's helpful. And like I said, that was the last private reading for the night. And I was so happy to be live with you guys. I'm going to do one last general reading. Okay. We're going to do a general reading, and this reading is for what energy are we encountering this weekend? What energy will we encounter in the beginning of next week? And how can we move forward in good alignment with ourselves and with others? Ariel says yes. I hope that reading was good for you. I mentioned I had some concerns about the state of the world, particularly the state of my country, in my YouTube video that I posted today for the new Trichania, the new, turning of energy. And I still very much have those concerns. I'm not worried. I'm concerned that things might happen, but I'm not worried. I want to make that very clear. I don't worry about the material world very often because I feel like whatever's going to happen is going to happen with or without me, and I shouldn't worry about it, right? So that being said, the clarity card, or rather the energy that is surrounding all of us for this weekend or for, beginning of next week is the butterfly. So this is a strong collective. This is a collective message that we are all going to experience transformation. I don't know if that comes in the political field of things or if that is more of like a spiritual upgrade or a transformation, but we will experience transformation at the beginning of next week. So I am thinking maybe a very decisive energy shift, okay? A shift in awareness, a shift where you think, you kick yourself and you're like, this is really what I want to be doing with my life. Okay. This is the type of energy that you're going to be getting. But also the clarity card, the energy that moves us forward for this weekend and for early next week is the toad. And the toad is a message of, it's like tricks. It's like, things, people changing things like at the last minute or something like that. So remember that while you are changing, a lot of people get mad, right? A lot of people get mad when you go through change and spiritual transformation because they see you changing, they see you transforming, and they see you doing better for yourself. And they don't know how you did it. And they get angry at you. And one or two things happens when you transform, when you become better, when you do better for yourself, when you set good and healthy boundaries. When you do those things, the people around you get mad, undoubtedly. And one of two things happens. They either ascend, they either start treating you the way that you deserve to be treated, or they fall out of your life. And so to speak, the trash takes itself out. So be open to receiving good messages and be open to receiving that transformation. But also be aware that some people don't have the best intentions, and a lot of people just want to stir up chaos and drama in your life just to, not for any other reason, but just to. So keep that in mind. And thank you guys all for jumping on the stream, for watching. Like I said, please like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, all of that good stuff. It really super helps me. It helps me with the algorithm. But thank you for tuning in tonight. I will be back next Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time to give more messages. And make sure to check out my other divinations that are on this page, especially the ones that talk about the new Trichanias and energy shifts. Thank you all very much. I love you so much. Thank you for joining, and we'll talk soon.